All right, let's do this shit. What's up, everybody? Had to play a show yesterday in Orlando, so there was no stream, obviously. Got pretty drunk. What a surprise. Yeah, been really fucking rough start today. That's why I'm like over 45 minutes late, but I'm here, you know, like your drunken stepdad, you know, it may have been shitty, but at least he showed up. At least he was there. That's me. I'm your drunken stepdad. Okay, then I won't play the fucking Erin video then. Jesus Christ. Just tell me exactly what you want me to do, chat, and I'll just do it. I already pivoted to the AVGN video, and now people are bitching about, oh, the Erin went, well, what the fuck should I stream then? You tell me and I'll do it, okay? Like, god damn, such picky little bitches. I'm not here for it tonight, guys. Not here for it. Yeah, I was gonna do a VMA, but then everyone complained about that, so it's like, alright, let me just go to the Bimmy well then, and I figured, well, Erin does his reviews his video game, and I don't plan on buying it anytime soon, so I figured we could watch that. But no, I won't do it now. She's so boring and awful. Okay, fine. Jesus Christ. Bunch of bitches. Yap. Just complain about everything. Can't make anyone happy. You do one thing, someone else is going to bitch about it. So I guess at a certain point, you just kind of like fuck whatever the chat's saying and just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah, no, Mortal Ugly Fish has it right. Pretty much. Yeah, and if you don't like it, then just like fuck off. Go to watch another stream. Watch another video. Go jerk off some porn or something. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, seriously. Well, obviously I give enough of a fuck to where I like was gonna do something and then I totally changed it to make you guys happy, and then you still got people like, oh, you gotta do that? Don't talk about that one. Well, I'm sick of the VMAs. It's like, well, thankfully this is free for all of you. It's free. It doesn't cost you any money. So you know, go somewhere else. Watch fucking Red Cow Arcade. Watch Jason Graves. They all make fine content. You don't have to watch my channel. You can tell I'm in a fucking mood. All right. I guess this is the first episode of Monster Madness with Bims Bames. I guess he's gonna talk about haunted houses or something. Okay. See you later. Yeah. Not in the mood. Not in the mood tonight. Sorry.
Oh, it's that time of year when the leaves change, when you smell the crisp air, when you feel that soft chill. You know it's time for Monster Madness. But this year, the TVs turned to static. The gremlins tore through the movie screen. So, rather than reviewing films, this time we're going to take a little trip away from the movies to get out there and absorb the very spirit of Halloween. We'll get down to the bare essence of the spooky season. I'm talking costumes, decorations, candy, haunted houses, and horror conventions. These are the things that make up the DNA of Halloween. So carve your pumpkins, turn out the lights. It's Cinemassacre's Monster Madness. Screams not on screen. This year, Monster Madness has a special theme, and with it, an updated logo. To celebrate, we've got 3 new shirts, the red logo tee, available anytime, plus 2 limited Halloween editions, an orange logo on black, and a full orange shirt that's perfect for a Halloween party or roadside construction safety. Grab them now before these Halloween drops disappear forever. So Mike and I already talked about Disney's Haunted Mansion.
That was such a boring video. Mike Matei and James Rolfe talking about that's the Haunted Mansion, and a lot about Disney stuff, and it was just like James highly edited himself so much with his responses, because you could tell there's a lot of dead air between when Mike would always just try to like guide James along and like ask him like a leading question, like, oh, so yeah, you remember when such and such happened or whatever, and you could just kind of tell by the edit, like James probably sat there for a long time, be like, yeah, oh yeah, when we were in, but how it's edited is, I don't know, it's just kind of obvious. It's funny. Very boring video though. $2 super chat from Erock. How do I become a member? I can't find them. I haven't set it up yet. I don't have memberships. I know some people would rather be members than join Patreon, or they want to join both or whatever. I just haven't set up the member thing yet. It's like yet another thing I have to do. I got to get around to it.
But now I want to talk about haunted attractions as a whole. It's one of the all-time great Halloween activities. When I was a kid, it was all about trick-or-treating, but in my teen years into adulthood, it became more about haunted houses. Whether it's a haunted hayride or a walkthrough or one of those theme park rides that runs on a trail, there's nothing better than immersing yourself in a haunted environment. It's hard to trace the history of haunted houses back to its origin, or even when the notion of an actual house inhabited by ghosts first started. But it seems the earliest form of a haunted attraction started with wax museums back in the 19th century. As shown in the movies Mystery of the Wax Museum, 1933, and House of Wax, 1953, the wax figures could be almost anybody, usually a historical figure of some kind, but also there'd be a dedicated section to all things macabre. This could be a torture dungeon, an execution scene, or anything ghastly that would shock the audience.
Oh, Millie!
You may have heard the name Madame Tussaud, a French sculptor who founded the most famous wax museum. And while there are many Madame Tussauds locations, the original was in London in 1835 and operates to this very day. I actually visited in 2006, and it was fun posing with all the celebrity figures, many of which are impressively lifelike. But the Chamber of Horrors.
That sounds right up James Rolfe's alley. I think it'd be cool to go to, but I like the bad wax figures better that look like nothing like the actual people, quite frankly.
Was the coolest part.
Those are more entertaining to me.
I remember it having a gothic setting. There was a forced perspective scenery where it looked like a mob of villagers were carrying torches, and you see these tiny lights up on a hill, just tiny dots, but the pattern in which they came on and off, it made it look like it was a crowd moving. It was a pretty cool illusion. And then you go into a boat surrounded by fog, and it made you feel like you were out on a river moving, even though you really weren't going anywhere. But there was also a maze of mirrors, which...
Jedstow, $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much.
Was very effective and disorienting. This is all according to memory alone. In 2016, it closed and became a Sherlock Holmes attraction, but sometime after it became a Chamber of Horrors once again.
It's a cool gas mask.
It changed a lot. Judging from videos I've seen online, it doesn't look like anything how I remembered, but still pretty cool. In 2010, I visited the Manhattan location, and they...
Manhattan. Man, it's such a weird way of talking sometimes.
also had a pretty cool horror section, though not as elaborate from what I remember in the London one. There's me with the Universal Monsters, had to get that. But now I'm going to talk about some good haunted houses that are still in operation. But first, I think it's important to talk about the old days, just to give some perspective on how the haunted house business has evolved. When I was a kid, there weren't that many on my radar. I would have been too scared to go to them anyway. Being in New Jersey, the shore wasn't too far away, so all the popular shore areas had some kind of haunted house or fun house or whatever you'd want to call it. There was once a heyday for this kind of thing, but I mean before my time. I'd say 60s and 70s. One that I heard of but never actually went to was Castle Dracula in Wildwood. Sadly, in 2002, it had a fire.
Bro, I can't relate to any of this shit. I think this... Oh no, any of you Christians out there or grew up Christian. I grew up Christian. I'm no longer a Christian, but remember tribulation houses where it simulated the rapture, like what it would be like when like the rapture happened? and like, you know, according to the Book of Revelation, and like you would basically like go through these houses, and it would be like, or each room would represent like some shit that it would happen in the end times, and ultimately like the Antichrist was introduced. I think he was usually the closer. The Antichrist was the closer. He went through like bread lines where like you had to pay with the mark of the beast, which was either in your wrist or in your forehead. And if you didn't have the mark of the beast, then something as simple as a loaf of bread would have cost like $100. So it was pretty much, you had no choice unless you were like really wealthy to avoid getting the mark. Man, yeah, these are all great things to teach kids when they're like real little, and be like, oh, not only can this happen, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. And nobody knows when. Probably going to happen in your lifetime, because, you know, I think all the boomers at the time were like, they were all getting into their like 40s and 50s. So they're like, well, since I don't have much longer to live, then I'm just going to cast my dispersions onto the kids that are coming up, you know, that we're raising. We're going to just basically tell them that surely God's going to come back in your time. But yeah, I never really went to like haunted houses or anything like that. We had like fall festivals at our church in the stead of trick-or-treating, because, you know, it was a pagan holiday, bro. Satanic, bro. So yeah, unfortunately I mean, the fall festivals were still fine. You got candy and shit just like you would trick-or-treating, but yeah, I didn't start going trick-or-treating until I was like midway into my teenage years, when I finally was able to drive. Like, and at that point it was quite sad. But a lot of my other friends were doing it, so I was like, fuck it. But yeah, anyway, that's my little addition to whatever that we're watching right now.
And has been gone ever since, but until then it was a staple of the Jersey Shore. During the 90s, I started becoming interested in this kind of thing, but aside from a couple of hay rides, I didn't actually find too many haunted attractions in my area, so I decided to make my own. I was definitely inspired by the Home Improvement Halloween episode when Tim makes an elaborate haunted attraction in his basement.
Yeah, I remember that episode. I actually thought that was pretty funny at the time. He always hit his head on the bar or whatever, the pipe, when he was walking down the stairs. That was like the ongoing gag or whatever, and he was like dressed up as like some kind of monster or something, and he was trying to be scary, and he still like slammed his head on the pipe. It was funny. You'd have to take my word for it, I guess.
I didn't have any concept of the fact that this was a TV production with a budget, and that's why it looked elaborate, beside the fact that Tim is supposed to be a handyman. I just figured, hey, I'm gonna do that myself. My first one in '93 was so bad, it's hilarious. The worst effect was the paper bats. I didn't even take the time to cut them out properly. But with the low lighting, sound effects, and a couple jump scares, it was enough to make my friends scream. Throughout the 90s, it became more elaborate as I accumulated more costumes and props, and also had more involvement from my friends. Everybody would have a role where they would either have to trigger a sound effect or jump out and scare the guests. So it was a fun little neighborhood project with all my buddies. My favorite part was the graveyard with a painted backdrop and cardboard tombstones, all on top of a ping pong table. You would have to crawl through a refrigerator box that goes underneath the cemetery. You crawl through fake bugs. Sometimes somebody would reach through a hole and grab you. I even brought some of my teachers through this thing and scared them.
You know, like, given this dude's background, you'd think, like, surely that guy, like, went on to, like, you know, be a great film director. And it's like, no, he just makes these, like, weird little internet episodes of this I mean, it's a very popular show, I'll give you that. I mean, so maybe he didn't need to be a big time director, but like, I don't know, he doesn't use any of these, all that creativity and imagination, like back at, you know, even when it looked shitty. Like, I feel like all that's missing from modern day AVGN. It's just him on a couch, like playing, like forcing this character that like is just it's so forced at this point. Like, not a shred of authenticity is left with that character. So not only is it not creative, but your I'm just like repeating the same things that we've all been saying about this dude for 100 years now. Goddamn.
It was great.
That's why I don't really like jump at, I don't chomp at the bit to like talk about Bimmy stuff these days, because it's like, let me just reiterate the same thing that we've all been saying for like the last 7 or 8 years. Yeah, he's forcing it. It sucks now. It's like, yeah, and tomatoes are red. Bananas are yellow. It's just like, I don't know. But everyone still eats this shit up, man. So what are you going to do? Give the people what they want. You could have seen VMAs from the 2000s, but you'd rather see this. That's fine.
The whole thing was kind of cheesy, but it still took a lot of effort, and it was my big project year after year, ending in '98, the year before I went to college. Around that time, the most famous haunted attraction in my area was probably Eastern State Penitentiary, located in Philadelphia. I was there only a couple of times, and all I remember is that it's in an abandoned prison, so it's already creepy. It doesn't even need the actors and effects. So just for the location alone and the historical value, it's worth checking out. I haven't been there in a long time, but since then I've been to many more haunted houses, and that's when it really became a thing for me. Sometime in the late 2000s, I made the
You know what I wish we could do, unfortunately can't. I wish we could have finished the episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, The Quiet Library. That would have been cool.
Trip out to Bates Motel. No, I'm not talking about the Psycho House on the Universal backlot. I mean the haunted attraction in Glen Mills, PA. For me, in my experience, this was the beginning of the golden age of haunted attractions. I had never before seen anything with this level of production. Lots of actors, animatronic creatures, and pyro effects. There's a hayride, a corn maze, and a haunted walkthrough. All have tons of things to look at. Highly recommended. But now I have a little story about Bates Motel with Mike. So check this out. It's pretty funny. So I got Mike here again, and basically we're going to tell you about this story of when we went to Bates Motel back in the day.
I'm going to guess around 2008?
2008, maybe 2009 at the latest,
Yeah,
but in the
something like
2000s.
He totally used Mike Matei for his Monster Madness episode. It's like, yeah, let's save this story for Monster Madness. I can just cut it in from the random interview thing they did that dropped randomly. That will definitely make it into the State of Cinemassacre under the miscellaneous shit that they did. How many nerd episodes even came out this year? Felt like 2. I know it's more than that, but I guess it's just how kind of like forgettable they were. Yeah, this came from that. I'm guessing this came from that same little interview thing they did where they talk about those Disney attractions or whatever. That was boring as fuck to watch. This Monster Madness in and of itself is boring as fuck to watch. I've never been a huge fan of Monster Madness in general, but this one is specifically boring.
Yeah. You remember when we got there, there's a long line, and there's a guy who is trying to get rid of some tickets because he said that he bought them and then his friends couldn't make it. Now, these tickets looked pretty authentic to us. Nothing seemed fishy. I mean, after all, we're like, who's going to scalp tickets to a hayride?
Well, we weren't even thinking of that. The guy just, honestly, like, he wasn't sketchy at all. He just seemed like he was coming out, and he very much seemed like legit.
I'm finally seeing the age in Mike Matei. I mean, he seemed like he was forever young there for a minute, but I'm finally starting to see the cracks in the Matei armor. Looks like he's gained some weight too, but I mean, so have I, so who am I to bring that up?
They didn't really look like something where it, he just printed it on his printer. I mean, maybe faded a little.
Yeah, we were walking in to go buy tickets, and like before we got to buy tickets, like this guy was like, oh, I think he was something like, we can't make it, and I got these extra tickets, so you guys can have them.
You rock. $2 super chat. Mike's 5-hour play along vids are unwatchable. Yeah, I mean, I think all Let's Plays are pretty fucking unwatchable, but that's just my opinion.
But he basically said, like, I'll sell them to you for cheaper than what's there. He's like, I'm just trying to just get some money back for it because of all, the friend's not making it. And we're like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, because that line over there, I mean, that could be like, not just the line to buy the tickets, but also the line to get on the individual rides. He was saying like, oh yeah, I mean, it could be like 3 hours, but these are the VIP.
Shelf warmer. Mike's head has grown, but the top of his head hasn't. No, that is fucking accurate as fuck. You point out something I think we all noticed, but like you put it into words. Mike's head has grown, but the top of his head has. Yes, that's what he looks like now. That's accurate. Wow, you nailed it with that one.
Tickets too, so you'll go straight.
And they were very long lines, yeah.
Yeah, so we're like, okay, I mean that sounds cool. So we just bought them from this dude, and then we went on the I think the haunted house part.
Yeah, I never understood why Let's Plays ever got big either. Honestly, like, I don't know. I think it's honestly, I think it's a younger millennial / Gen Z thing to like really be into watching other people play video games. And like, I don't know, I've been told like, well, you know, a lot of people like watching sports. That's watching other people play a game. And it's like, yeah, and I hate watching sports too. So that's a really bad example. And I mean, I guess you could make the argument that sports are like in real life, you know, it's like really happening. It's not, you know, there are things on the line in the sense of, I guess, bragging rights. And, well, I mean, I guess you could get that with video games too. But who the fuck's going to brag about that? Like, killing it in Halo, bro. I kill it online in Halo, bro. $2 from E-Rock, 2 idiots just waxing poetic. Pretty much.
First. Not a problem. And the VIP tickets, yep, it's sent us straight to the front of the line.
I remember that haunted house was really cool too. It had a really cool like effect where you're like walking over the floor, but it like looked like you're gonna fall and stuff. It was a cool haunted house.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff. Like I think like the ceiling was like kind of collapsing at one point, and yeah, animatronic creatures and stuff. And so then we went on the corn maze, and we went through that.
Is that where they chase after you with like Leatherface and all? There's like the clowns and all that.
Yeah, like lots of stuff was going on there. There was so much there, it's hard to remember. But great effects, really cool time. So then we get to the third part. We get to the hayride. We go up there and we go to show them our tickets. And
knowing James, this story isn't even gonna have a good payoff. Like he's building up. I guarantee you the story is not gonna have it. It's gonna be a lame ass payoff. It's going to be the equivalent of like his face in a shallow puddle at the beach trying to drown himself type ending that he had in his book.
And they stopped and they looked at them and were like, okay. Then they like called in for somebody and they were just like, oh, you got to go talk to these people over here. We're like, oh, what's going on? And they sent us over to the police and we're like, oh my God, like what's happening now? Are we getting arrested? Like what's going on? So we had to talk to the police, and basically all they wanted to ask was just like, you know, who we got him from and everything.
Well, they were like, is that the guy? Because they had him in the car.
Yeah, so then they basically had the guy arrested. He was in the back of the police car, and they just wanted us to identify him.
And by the way, it wasn't just us. There was a bunch of people. There must have been like 20 or 30 people he had done this to. So there was all these people like lined up, and then they were going up to all these people, and they were like, is that the guy? Is that the guy? So by the time they got to us, they already knew that it was guy, but I guess they had...
I swear to God, if this is just a fucking story about him buying scalp tickets and then the police got involved and then the scalper got arrested, I swear to God, if that's the whole point to this fucking story, I'm going to be pissed.
To ask us, and they're like, is that the guy? And we're like, yeah, that's him.
Yeah, so that was that. But the
oh
thing
my
is,
God,
by that point we just figured like, okay, I guess we're not getting on the hayride. But then the owner or the manager
oh, there's still more story. Okay. So I was told that Lusty Justy was in one of these new videos that James put out. Anyone got any intel on which one that might be?
Comes out, his name is Mr. Bates, so it makes a lot of sense. He was really nice. And he was very thankful. Like he was just thanking us for helping us catch the guy or whatever. And we're like, I don't know what we did. I mean, you just asked us if that was him, and that we just pointed him out. That's all we did. And then he gave us free passes.
They were really
not
nice
only that
about it.
Yeah. Not only that. Okay, he gave us.
These are two people who have never experienced like conflict, like physical or otherwise, like publicly, like in any significant way. Maybe Mike has, but bro, if James ever was ever at one of my karaoke gigs and a bar fight broke out, he would be shook for like a week, I think. True story. I actually have a somewhat decent story, and I know this fucker never watches my live streams. My drummer, Anthony, okay, he's from Orlando. One time he's like, hey, show me Jacksonville nightlife, bro. I mean, you know, and Anthony's covered in tattoos, you know, been in bands forever, you know, done some touring here and there. So he should be on the cool guy, tough cool guy list. So I take him to this place that I host karaoke at, and it was a Saturday, and this bar fight breaks out. It happens at this place all the time, like fucking clockwork. And what usually happens is you hear a lot of like girls yelling, and then you just see two guys going at it like dogs when dogs get into a fight. It probably lasts about 10 seconds, if that. They get, you know, separated by usually the poor bartenders who did not sign up for that, but they will not hire security at this place. And so that's what happened. And, you know, everyone just kind of like turns their head, looks at it, and then they kind of go back to their conversation. If you're from Duval, sorry, I didn't mean to do the whole Duval thing. If you're from Jacksonville, Duval County, oh no, we're just kind of used to that shit. Dude, my drummer was fucking shook. Like, he had never seen that in person. I was like, dude, you've never seen a bar fight? He's like, no, dude, I haven't. That was fucking crazy, bro. And then he like went outside, and he was like chain smoking cigarettes, bro. He was shook. Like, he was disturbed by that. And I was just like sipping my little Mick Ultra, being like, I mean, we can go if you want to go, dude. I mean, you know, it's handled. Like, everything's cool now, dude. Like, everyone's fine. And he's just like, that was just crazy. They just started like fighting, bro. That's crazy. And I'm like, bro, yeah. It shit be going down like that sometimes when you're out in person, out in public, you know, and, you know, someone just rubs you the wrong way, or, you know, so they coming at you sideways, out of pocket as fuck, you know. You have to either respond or you have to, you know, react. And I stay out of those things. Well, I got into one, actually. Yeah, so even I've been involved in these situations. Yeah, you know. I never start it. They always start it. But, yeah, anyway, I feel like if that same thing happened to James, maybe not Mike. I think Mike could probably hack it, but I think James's whole world would be rocked to some degree. I think he would be traumatized if he just witnessed that, like, in person. I don't know. That's just me.
Our money back. They basically like took it out of the guy's pocket, gave us our money back, and then gave us free passes for all the rides. So not only did we get to go on all the rides with a VIP pass, we got to go on them a second time, all for free.
Yeah.
So that's
what's the moral
good
of
deal.
this, James? That it pays to buy from the scalper?
It pays to buy from scalpers. It probably doesn't usually,
No.
but that time it worked out.
Yeah.
It was an innocent mistake, and we got a really awesome deal out of it. So
that was a long time ago. We've been to a lot of stuff. We went to Bates Motel and
Okay, so the whole point of that Mike Matei story was they described the hayride or that whole experience in way too much detail, unnecessary for the story. Then essentially they bought a scalped ticket. The cops are like, hey, dude, we just need to talk to you for a second. Like, you know, James is shitting his pants, having to talk to law enforcement. Says, yeah, that's the guy that we bought him from. The owner catches wind of this and, like, gives them passes to, like, I guess all the rides or something. That was the whole point of this story. Look how proud Bimmy is of that story. Look at the look on his face. He's like, yeah, that was a good story. $2 E-Rock. The Krusty is at the end of the video. Oh, okay. Thank God. I don't have to download another one. Because anything else I can see that I haven't already talked about is Gnome Cave. And I've decided I'm avoiding the Gnome Cave, at least for now. Maybe fuck it. Maybe it'll be next Friday's stream. I'm definitely not making a standalone, highly edited video of Gnome Cave. That's not fucking happening. But I could see myself perhaps doing a live stream. But, like, I don't know. me just reading a book, like, on live, would that be? I don't think that would be very interesting.
I remember going to Pennhurst with you quite a bit, and all these places, all these Pennsylvania places where you people who are watching from other parts of the world are like, what the hell are they talking about? It's all just some like haunted attractions that are in Pennsylvania.
There was one other thing I remember that was kind of funny. That something you said after that was I was talking about how cool that one werewolf animatronic was. It was like this huge, like this 10-foot tall, like werewolf. And,
do you remember when I bought a huge werewolf animatronic?
Oh yeah.
You see how Mike knows how to say wolf right, and not woof? Head shit bothers me.
Yeah, because nowadays you can get stuff like that at like Home Depot and everything. But this one, I mean, maybe it was like that, but I feel like in my memory, this thing was like huge.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that thing was so cool. I would love to have something like that. And you go, why don't you just ask Mr. Bates? He'll probably just give it to you, and then you could ride home with it on top of your car.
I mean, because he was such a nice guy giving us tickets, he might have. You know?
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was our cool Bates Motel story.
Well, anyway.
Now back to the episode. There's a couple other haunted attractions I remember in Pennsylvania. Field of Screams was a really scary one. It's located out in the middle of farmland, so you feel kind of isolated. And then you go in, and like Bates Motel, there's all these separate attractions.
Wolf is the worst. It's like library. That's how E-Rock says library. He calls it a library.
There was a hayride and various walkthroughs. So when you go through, there's lots of actors, effects, and darkness. You know, that type of stuff. I remember there was a part where the floor was uneven, so when you walk, you're unsure of like where the center of gravity is. So they did a good job plotting it all out to make it disorienting. The other Pennsylvania one that I want to mention is located at the old Pennhurst Asylum. This is a real location, an actual abandoned asylum converted into a haunted house. Just getting there is scary because you have to drive down this road, and I wouldn't even call it a road, it's a path through the woods. At night, it's as dark can be. There are no lights whatsoever. So I'd say this...
You clearly hadn't never lived out in the country, because if you had, then that wouldn't be all that weird, being pitch darkness. With only your headlights being the only thing that lights a good goddamn dirt damn road, diddly-doo. That was my whole ass life growing up out there in Dinsmore out in northwest Jacksonville. Holy hell! Dark as shit out there. Could be wolfmen and crackhead cocksuckers of all shapes and sizes. Or so we thought. Actually, it was probably a very safe area, but we all had guns. Don't take away our guns. Guns. That's how a man says you rev it up like a motherfucking cycle. Gun.
The scariest part was actually just driving to the place.
Has anyone in the chat ever been mudding? It's mudding, but you don't say mudding, you say mudding. Is anyone been mudding? Basically, you take a jacked up truck and you find this fucking abandoned area that's known for mudding. And it's basically these big mud puddles, and you just put it in 4-wheel drive, and you just proceed to fuck up your vehicle. You grind the fuck out of, you make the engine work, just plowing through and it's spitting up mud and shit all over the place, and it's like, I guess that's entertaining to some people. And then you get stuck, and then another mudding truck has to pull you out. I went mudding once, and yeah, it was kind of fun, but at the same time, it's like you are just like grinding that perfectly good automobile into the fucking dirt, man. Like, I don't know, like I don't. That's got to be a redneck thing. That's got to be a South thing, I would imagine. Who hasn't been mudding? No, not a goddamn friend of mine. That's who. I only hang out with people who've been mudding at least once. The more the better, though, to be honest with you. Doot. I want something else to make me go this. Baby, let's go mudding.
3 or 4 different parts of the attraction, and I remember buying the pass where you can go through all of them consecutively. So the amount of animatronics and special effects was off the hook, and it lasted a long time too. I felt like we were in there for almost an hour. It never let up. So you definitely get your money's worth. And after you come out the end, there's this cool display with jack-o'-lanterns and stuff, which evokes...
You always know when someone's been mudding because they'll roll up to a gas station in their SUV or their 4x4 and it's just covered in mud. The whole fucking thing just covered in mud. It's just like, yeah, that shit's getting all up in all that sand, you know, that it's like paste. It's all getting all up into your truck's guts. Just slowly corroding it, rusting it out. But hey, man, it's fun to just spitting up mud everywhere, just like fucking overexerting the engine. I don't understand it out here. I don't hang out with those kind of people anymore. I hung out with them by default in high school and middle school because like you kind of like have to hang out with whoever you were around, you know, like meaning people from your school, whatever. So yeah, anyway.
that old nostalgic Halloween feel. So
Plot twist at shit? Yeah, maybe. Those could have been huge shit fields that we were just diarrhea all over the place. Or maybe a bunch of rednecks climbed on ladders and they pulled their pants down. They all took a diarrhea blast all over the truck. You know, that's also a possibility. And maybe they were just lying to me about what it means to go muddin'. Maybe muddin' is like bukkake, but the opposite with the opposite end. And the subject is your vehicle. It's a bunch of old stinky rednecks dropping their drawls and spraying your car with their diarrhea blasts. I think maybe that's more. I think that's probably right, Alex, honestly.
I can't say enough good things about this one. And then there's one that Justin wants to check out called Reaper's Revenge. Let's go.
Oh, we get to see Lusty Musty Trusty. Here we go.
I'm here with Justin. Now, Justin told me about this amazing haunt called Reaper's Revenge. And we're here. We just went on the whole attraction.
I thought he lost weight. Is this like post weight loss Justy? Because he still looks pretty large and in charge. All right, whatever. I'll go with it.
And holy shit, it's amazing. It's like the best one.
Oh yeah.
This is my first haunt of the year. This is 2025. And we did the whole VIP tour thing. And,
yeah, they brought us around. They showed us how this place worked in like the daytime.
Yeah.
All the mechanicals, all that stuff. They really rolled out.
It'd be cool if that was a cock on that clock that was spinning around instead of a finger. That would have been funnier to me. I would have rather have seen that.
The red carpet, and it was pretty amazing. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've been here as a fan, but coming here as like, you know, to film and do all this stuff was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like a whole behind the scenes thing for the media. It was us and a bunch of like, other YouTubers and newscasters and stuff.
Yeah, and as someone who, you know, you build your own haunted houses sometimes and stuff. So like, what do you think of like the behind the scenes?
Oh, it was amazing. Like I definitely have a huge appreciation for this type of level of production and like how much effort goes into this thing.
Yeah, considering there's a war zone behind us.
Yeah, we just came out of Sector 13. We'll explain the whole thing.
Yeah.
So basically this one works a little bit different than other haunted houses. There's a
Dante 24, another movie in the can for James. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what this is. This is a film. This is a film. Believe it or fucking not, it's a film.
ride that takes you to the haunted house. You go through a bunch of crazy shit, and then the hayride takes you to another area, and so on.
Yeah, you're in one big line. You get on the hayride, and then you just do non-stop attractions without lines, really, for about 90 minutes to 2 hours. It's really good bang for your buck.
Yeah, like you get your money's worth for this one. Yeah, and no joke, like 90 minutes to 2 hours, something like that.
You know, it'd be so embarrassing because I think Justin was saying something about they rolled out the red carpet for them or whatever. I could be wrong, but like, I just feel like when you become like a YouTube e-celeb, there's a small pocket of people who know who you are in real life. Like if I go out to wherever's hot and happening in Jacksonville right now, and I poll a bunch of people, it's like, hey, do you know who the Angry Video Game Nerd is? 90% of them are going to say no. They have no idea what I'm talking about. Traditional media is dead. We don't all go to the same place anymore for consuming media. So big fucking surprise there. That's not a surprise. But what would be shitty about it, I think, is like if you go to some place like this and say like the owner's son recognized you and he happened to be there and he's like, Dad, this is like a big like internet celebrity guy. Like you got to like give him the full celebrity treatment. And it's just like, especially if it happened in front of you, like, I don't know, the amount of times that I've been around people and they always have to introduce me with, and he's in a band called Dancing with Ghosts, and you know they're really good. First of all, I hate it when people. I don't know if anyone else is in a band in this chat that wants to chime in on that, but I hate when people introduce me as, this is Josh. He's in a band. They're really good. And it's like, and then what does the other person do? They go, oh, what's the name of your band? Oh, let me guess. I'm going to tell you the name of my band, and you haven't heard of us. My name of my band is Dancing with Ghosts. Oh, you haven't heard of us? What a fucking surprise. Oh, you're going to check out our music later on Spotify? Oh, I bet you are. I bet you are. What's not going to happen, you're certainly not going to forget the name of our band as soon as we walk away from this conversation. So that's why if I'm close enough with a person to where I can be honest with them, I tell them, I was like, please don't mention anything about my band or anything like that. They never go with YouTube because I think they know well enough that even though the YouTube, I have more fans or followers on my YouTube than the band ever has. They know that I'm way too small to potatoes to mention YouTube, but they throw the band thing out and it's just like, nobody cares. Stop telling them. Like, I don't know. That whole thing sent me on a little side tangent of thinking just then.
Of just going through crazy shit.
Yeah, and this, as I said, Reaper's Revenge.
Who's Stephen D'Antoni? Is he part of the Octavia E-Rock? Does he form the trifecta? Is he affiliated? I don't know. Is he gang affiliated? Do I need to report him as a terrorist threat? I will. I'll just do it anyway, just to be sure.
Outside of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. We're deep inside the haunt belt, as we like to call it, from like Chicago to the Jersey Shore, from I would say like Syracuse to Richmond, Maryland.
The haunt belt? What? I don't understand.
Area. Mm-hmm. That's where the best haunts are, and especially the 13 Haunt, which is a group of haunted attractions around.
Well, damn, the closest one to me is Louisiana. That one would be, and then somewhere in North Georgia, maybe Atlanta. Haunt belt. My God. Halloween nerds might be gooning to this, but it's not doing. Florida's got a lot of haunt stuff going on, especially in Central Florida. Damn, the Midwest state, the flyover states ain't got shit going on out there. Look at that. Of course, California, all the celebrities who like died or whatever. The upper Northeast would have a lot because that's where like it all started, like the colonial times and all that shit. So it would make sense that there's a higher density hauntings up there. And that kind of like fans out as each state joined the union. Yeah, it's interesting how little there is in the Midwest, though. Midwest isn't good for a whole lot, is it? Even Midwest emo sucks ass. I hate that genre.
Philadelphia. This is the most northern one.
Wow.
But, the same group also has Penhurst Asylum, which is really awesome. And there's a lot of other good haunts on that list that I go to almost every year. Because, you're big on movie reviews and movies and all that. I'm a huge haunt guy. Usually, like, every weekend I might do 3 during, so I might do, like, 20 in October. Uh-huh. And that's, like, anywhere from backyard haunts to hell houses, which are, like, the weird religious ones, to...
Wait, what, you just call it a haunt house? You mean a tribulation house? That's not supposed to be. Well, it is supposed to be scary, but it's supposed to scare you into Jesus. Is what it's supposed to do. Yeah, you can keep your mom jeans and American football and all those groups. Your Edward 40 hands and that shit's so weird, man. I don't know. I don't get it. 2 beers in. Isn't Free Throw a band in that league? I think I would listen to that over normal emo. I'll tell you that much.
Doing stuff like or just
'Cause I can't make it on my own
for their horror nights or whatever. But pound for pound, this is the best experience, I think.
Cool, yeah. Even got the shirt here. Had to get a shirt.
Oh, forgot to forget. There's shit on my head.
You forgot to forget that there's shit on your head. I got shit on my head, but don't call me a shithead.
It's loud now. We turned off our microphones. Because on the haunted hayride, they'll mark you. Like, they come out and put, like, a blood ritual kind of thing. And then the rest of the actors for the rest of the day kind of mess with you. So that's what's going on here. I didn't explain it, so you're aware.
Justin, people always mess with you. It doesn't have to be Halloween or anything like that. You don't have to be at a special park. The internet will always mess with you, Justin. Don't act like it's a seasonal thing.
Does that make sense? See, you're wearing a hat. You didn't get fucked over.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Bye.
Like I said, I can't recommend this more. This is like probably the best haunt because it has the hayride, it has the haunted houses.
Yeah, let's go over because there's 5 attractions here in the haunt. The first is the hayride, and that is pretty freaking awesome. Is there anything in the hayride that you thought was like special?
Well, it's like I don't want to give stuff away too much, but like
Halloween's pretty cheesy to me in general. The whole thing's pretty cheesy. Especially like when stores start getting it out, or like your local bar. I was at this karaoke. I was at this place like last Tuesday doing karaoke, but mainly just there to like hang out and socialize. And they got these stupid like plastic banner that you would get at Party City. And it's like, enter if you dare, danger, and all that kind of, it's just like, really? Enter if I dare? What's going to happen? You're going to charge me $5 for a Mick Ultra? I think that's probably the only creepy thing that's going to happen. Back when I worked at CVS, the drugstore, I worked there for 6 years, and I remember they'd have all this like corny signage on the ceiling. There was like a sign hanging down during Halloween. It said spooky savings. Spooky savings. And one of my shift supervisors was trying to buy some Halloween shit. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, she goes to scan her CVS card and it says like, negative, like it takes like $5 off the price. And then like a cold wind blows, all of a sudden she just goes, ooh. Those savings were so spooky. Oh, wow. Just so fucking corny, dude. Like, and all those stupid plastic jack-o'-lanterns everywhere. The low effort that people put into, like, making their store Halloweenified or their house. They'll put, like, a shitty ghost dangling where they'd normally have, like, a hanging plant or something. And it's like, well, it's about as much effort as we're going to put into the whole spooky Halloween thing. I mean, and then the people who put way too much effort into it, that's equally cringe because it's like that stupid 12-foot, however long, that 12-foot skeleton that I think Lowe's sold or something around Halloween that like everyone had to have in their stupid suburban yards. Like, you guys aren't fun. You're boring white people. Take the skeleton down. Like, stop. Stop acting like you would even be cool if your son came home with like a labret piercing or like a septum piercing. You would be like, take that out if you're going to live under my house. And then as soon as it's October, hey, honey, let's put out that big dumb 12-foot skeleton and act like we're into this kind of shit. Yeah, right. You ain't fooling me. None of you are.
There's a thriller dance that happens at one point. So they will scare you, but they also have a sense of humor.
Yeah, because all this, much like horror movies.
Thriller is an unfortunate song. I mean, yeah, obviously it's you bust out during Halloween, but that, like, he named his whole album, MJ named his whole album fucking Thriller. And the song Thriller is like one of the worst songs off that album, in my opinion. I don't know. It's just silly. I mean, it's a perfect Halloween song, obviously, but like hearing it outside of Halloween feels really weird. Like, honestly.
It's all comedy, it's all theatrics, it's all that. So when the zombies are coming on boarding the thing, you know, you're looking at, like, sometimes you look in the background and it's literally like a satanic ritual that's pretty fucking metal. Next thing you know, zombies are climbing on board the hayride, and then they start doing the Thriller dance, you know, so that's like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They had a whole spider section. They had a whole Alice in Wonderland section where there's giant playing cards and all that sort of stuff. A lot of black light tricks.
Oh, we got to talk about those black lights. Especially there's a section called Delirium. You go through that. It's lots of neon paint and everything.
Yeah, that's a walkthrough part.
Yeah, and I wore the perfect shirt for it. My shirt was glowing.
Oh my God, he's so proud. He's like a fucking little kid, bro. He's like, my shirt was glowing so much. My God, it was awesome, man. That probably made his whole night, his glowing shirt. These are the kind of, you know, James is very childlike. Unlike Justy Silverman, who you'll be learning about here soon from my channel. I'm doing a whole video on that guy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a secret about Justin Silverman. That motherfucker is edgy. In fact, now that I think about it, I might have to play a Lusty Justy video after this. You know what? Oh man, I might have to do it. This is an old Justy video. You get to see how our little edgelord was back before he became family oriented.
Like fuck the whole time.
Yeah, now when things pop out of you from the wall, I think we tried putting the
you put on
the
3D
special glasses. Yeah, because then the wall paint kind of pops out at you.
Yeah.
And it's all scary clowns and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you have like a clown phobia, that is not the place for you.
Oh, and then there's also the whole carnival thing before that.
There's
where
a carnival
it's
section.
all like clown themed. Yeah, but the thing about the 3D glasses was like things are popping off the walls.
Yeah, I know we tried putting it over the camera lens, and I don't think that worked at all. Yeah.
But like there were parts where like actors were camouflaged into the paint on the wall.
Yeah.
And they would come out at you and like, whoa, where'd you come from?
And we walked through this, and we'll show you a little bit like when no one's there, and then when the actors and everyone there, like the before and after. And dummies that didn't look real suddenly looked real when you're wearing the 3D glasses and the optic paint was like doing its job.
Yeah.
So you didn't know who was real or not.
Yeah, like I was actually worried that the ride was getting spoiled for me because seeing how everything worked before, seeing things in the day, it's like, oh no. It's kind of like seeing, watching the DVD bonus features about the making of the movie before you watch the feature film.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like, but not at all, because when the lights went down and everything was dark, when the sun came down, obviously, it was a whole other story. Like I didn't even recognize the place anymore.
Yeah, because we thought it would spoil stuff, but it really didn't.
Yeah.
And they do a really good job pacing. Apparently they have like hundreds and hundreds of speakers that are so loud and atmospheric.
Yeah.
And the lighting and all that stuff's crazy. You know, I definitely want to put a shout out to that. You know, like you go from, you know, hayride, the walking section, to another walking thing, back on another hayride. There's a second hayride section. And then you're finally dropped off at Pitch Black.
Yeah.
And Pitch Black is one of the scariest attractions in the country for sure.
Well, that one is not for anyone who's like super claustrophobic or doesn't like dark.
Bro, I know a lot of people liked Monster Madness, and I know he normally does better. Like the one he did a few years ago where he did like a Halloween episode from every decade of like sitcoms or something, like that was pretty good. This is boring, bro. This is like legitimately boring.
I think I enjoy when you can see the effects and everything. I'm not really a fan of like when it's just pitch black and you can't see
very
anything,
few people do the pitch black thing, and what they do is it kind of like I gotta take off my glasses and you see it because like.
Okay, this is gonna bore everyone to death. Let's just finish this up here. Oh my God, was this really the last few? Oh, I just saw Rob Zombie, I think.
And the final thing is you need Rob Zombie music.
Did we hear any Rob Zombie music?
I'm not sure. There was an area in the Delirium Clown area where I thought there was. Valley of Fear one year went on their haunted hayride. That's another attraction. They did a whole like Mad Max kind of Furiosa thing one year. And when they brought everyone into this rocking area, it played Rob Zombie.
Oh,
And I
okay.
was like, you know what? That made the experience 1,000 times better.
I know they did on Bates Motel. I think they played House of Thousand Corpses.
Oh, that
the
helps.
Song. Yeah.
Yeah. So the 3 things you need to make a good haunt, as I said, passionate actors, apple cider donuts, and Rob fucking Zombie.
I will be listening to Rob Zombie on the drive home.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is kind of far. For me, it's 2 hours, 2.5 hours away. So if you're ever in Scranton, Pennsylvania, you got to check out Reaper's Revenge.
Yeah. Once again, Reaper's Revenge.
Who is this video made for? Like, what demographic? Like dads who like still like going to haunted houses, like with little kids and stuff. Like, I mean, yeah. And the point was brought up in the chat that like, yeah, why didn't he bring his kids to this? Maybe they're too little. It's too scary for them. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, my dad gave no fucks about whatever I saw as a kid. Like, some of the fucked up movies that he, like, just let me sit and watch with him. Like, I saw Pink Floyd's The Wall when I was, like, 8 or 9. The Shining around that same time. My parents didn't give a fuck. Well, my mom did more so. That weird Christopher Walken movie in the 90s where he's, like, demon possessed or he's like a fallen angel or some shit. I forget. It's such an obscure movie, but yeah, that one where the angels had like black just voids for eyes, the fallen angels, or yeah, all that stuff I saw as a kid. Very traumatizing. Very traumatizing. Would not recommend. $2 from Nexus. Justin needs to go. He makes me hate myself. Well, you're about to see some more Justy. Because I'm doing a whole video on this fella. I've decided it's gonna happen, and I believe this video was a little over 10 years ago. And the name of it is, let me get this accurate here. This is something Justy probably does not want on the internet, and it's only viewable through the Internet Archive. So. Yeah, this is something he wanted scrubbed from it. I hate the N-word. Justin Silverman, Silvermania. Once again, you can only catch this by checking out the Internet Archives. He did not want this on YouTube. That's for damn sure.
I hate the...
Now, hold on. Let me get him situated. Let's get Justy. Let's get our hero situated here. Okay, there we go.
N-word. And by
Hold on, let's start from the very beginning. Make sure I don't miss anything.
N-word, I mean nerd. I hate the N-word. And by N-word, I mean nerd, not nigger, because that would be racist. And I'm not a racist. I have a black friend.
Now, just in the first 9 seconds, do you feel like this is on brand for Cinemassacre? I don't believe James would ever drop the hard R. Personally, let's take a look at that again.
I hate the N-word. And by N-word, I mean nerd, not nigger, because that would be racist. And I'm not a racist. I have a black friend. Do you want to pound it out?
Dude, this peak edgelord material going on here. Good stuff. Oh yeah, he does a lot of that kind of like stutter effect editing or whatever. It's clearly just a massive fan of Tim and Eric and their style of comedy, but whereas Tim and Eric are like huge liberals or whatever, but they never really shoehorn that into their show. He's trying to be like the anti that. I'm going to be Tim and Eric, but I'm going to be edgy because I'm not afraid to like drop the N-word, like they might have been like. So that's the vibes I get here. Yes, he's also very rotund here. Don't know how much that's changed. Those mini blinds above him annoy me. Anyway,
I think I just set race relations back 10 years. Several years ago, I would quickly call myself a nerd, a gamer, a geek, but today, I don't really consider myself any of those things. And it's mainly because of the people that call themselves nerds. I feel guilty by association, because there aren't any true geeks or nerds anymore. All the super nerds are super nerdy, super nerd. All of the nerd shit has become super mainstream. Video games have now been extremely popular for the last 30 years. There's widely popular big budget comic book movies and television shows. 8 trillion people have played World of Warcraft, and even D&D has become super simplified in our glorification of nerddom. Really? Who the fuck wrote that? We took the socially awkward dickbag kid and we put him high up on the proverbial pedestal. I mean, it's great that nerds are finally being—
I hate those fucking editing effects so bad. Like, it's like, I'm gonna make this a YouTube poop before anyone else has a chance to. But I also was a really big fan of Tim and Eric's awesome show, great job back in the day, so I'm gonna like ape that thing. And Anthony Fantano did the same thing. When he'd do the needle drop, he'd do these random stutter editing effects. I don't know why. It was very like, I don't, was it to make people like snap back into it and pay more attention? But yeah, I hate that editing style.
Accepted and not beaten up for their lunch money, but that's actually part of the problem. The entire social order has been flipped upside down. The Big Bang Theory. I honestly—
Oh my god. What was he going for with that? It's so fucking corny.
get upset when I hear someone say the word bazinga. I despise The Big Bang Theory. When that show comes on, I actually get violently mad. The laugh track, the endless references, the goddamn awful theme song. And there's other shows like The It Crowd that aren't widely as popular. It's retarded. It all pisses me off.
Oh, you used another gaming word. Oh, look at that screenshot right. That's one for the Bimmy Cuck face. That's honestly, that's the image that a lot of women, that's the last image they've seen when they accept the invite to go over to Justy's house. That is the last thing they see before it all fades to black. So I just want to keep that up there, just in a moment of silence, you know, for those people. Yes, that's the last thing you see if you accept the invite to Justy's house.
Also, I don't think I relate to anyone on the show. So when someone in real life says, "Hey Justin, you'd really like that Big Bang Theory, those guys are just like you." Just like me? They're nerdy! I should watch that show! I want to stab the motherfucker with ice picks in the eyes for just saying that shit.
Hey Justy, I can't open up my new Doctor Who DVDs because of these friggin' Leonard Nimoy claws that I got at the Avalon 5 convention. It's actually not really Doctor Who. That's why this is funny, because I'm wrong.
This is the definition of try hard. Like the definition of like, let's be like meta about the whole thing. Like, we're like making fun of all this, but like, because we're making fun of it because like we're better than it. Like, but it's not like smart or witty. It's just like, it comes off as just kind of like douchey gatekeeping to a certain degree and kind of trite at the same point. Yet again, I don't know exactly when this video came out. I want to say over 10 years ago, 2015. I want to say that's when it came out. So like maybe that was that kind of, I'm above all this. You know, that's why I'm able to like make fun of it. Maybe that humor was still like fresh and like new or funny, but like I put out some cringe 10 years ago with my early YouTube videos, but I never tried to be like overly edgy or like dropping like gamer words in my videos just to like be like, yeah, you see how I don't give a fuck? I don't even care, guys. I'll say all these words. But it doesn't equal funny though. It is funny sometimes, but not when Justin does it.
This show has single-handedly made socially awkward nerds socially acceptable. That introverted quirkiness that kids used to get beat up in school for has become a cute, endearing character trait. Is this really the personality we want to be looking up to? Hey, faggot! So everything...
There's the third... Man, that's like the gamer word trifecta. The hard N, the R, and the F. You got them all here.
Is different nowadays. It's a new decade. Nerds are super accepted and supported by society. And I think our perceptions need to be modified. We need to stop labeling each other. So let's put out the flame wars and calm the fuck down. Don't limit yourself with a...
Do people still use the term flame wars? That shit sounds so like, I don't know. It sounds such a boomer term. They had that terminology printed out in my in 7th grade, which was like back in 2001, I was in like a computer class, like learning computers and their various functions and their various accessories. And the textbooks we were using were from like 1997. It's like, yeah, easily 4 years old. They explained the term flame war in that book from like the 90s. When I was in computer class in 2007, and I thought to myself, even back then, I was like, there's no way people actually, like, yeah, maybe in the 80s they use this term. I was like, they don't still use that term, do they? It's got to be some old man lingo.
Label. Don't define who you are by what you like. I don't care if you think Doctor Who is better than Star Trek. I don't care if you think Star Wars is better than Aquaman. You shouldn't be peer pressured into liking My Little Pony because it makes you more eclectic.
They're doing like that handheld, subjects not dead center off to the side, handheld kind of shaky cam thing to make it look like you're doing like an interview, like as if you're in like MTV's Real World or some shit like that. I guess it brings some kind of, I don't know what the effect's supposed to be, but I am noticing it.
You should be peer pressured into drinking because getting drunk is fucking awesome. Is it conclusion?
Everything is different.
I'm just gonna say conclusion. Contusion, collusion, concussion, percussion, turfussion. Just be your fucking self and have fucking fun. Times are a-changin', and I think we need to fucking kill ourselves.
My God, this guy's so fucking edgy. There's another good screenshot. I don't know if Snocky, I don't know if you have this ability. I think you do. Yeah, he said kill yourself. Okay, so now we have like the fourth in the trifecta of like edgy things to say while online. Nice. I love that face. That may also be the last thing a woman sees if they agree to hang out at Justy's laboratory. Oh, that was it. Okay, it ends on that face. Okay. All right. Well, despite my period that I was having earlier when I was all pissy in the chat, we are gonna watch the Erin thing because I want to see what the AVGN game looks like. So fuck you. And we just saw the Monster Madness. It can't be more boring than that. And if it is, I don't know. Maybe we'll just like find something else to watch. Whatever. Forever.
Hey guys, today we're gonna be checking.
Anytime I look at Erin, I think about that one time, he who shall not be named, someone in my Discord tricked me and did a pretty good Photoshop of Erin with her, like, the most jacked up teeth ever, talking about she had some kind of gum disease and all her teeth are falling out. And for a while, I believed that was a real image, and then it was told to me that it was actually not. But anytime I look at Erin now, I think of that image of the fucked up teeth, and I can't get it out of my head.
Checking out the brand new Angry Video Game Nerd game, AVGN 8-Bit.
I like how he gave his 8-bit character like a receding hairline. That's, kind of true to form. I'm gonna have to pee here soon.
This will be released on October 23rd on all platforms, and eventually there will even be an NES cartridge that you can pre-order at some point in the future. So with all that being said, let's check it out. Skeleton robots. Okay, so now we're in a factory. I streamed this the other night it was my first playthrough ever of it. So we'll see if I do any better this time around. But now we're in a factory and there are a lot of skeleton robots. very Terminator. Oh god. Those guys, those little robots that float around and shoot things, those are what's getting me. Okay, watch out for the creepy crawlies. And you can slide, which is kind of cool. I need to remember that you can do that. So we just got a gun power up. And the more your gun is powered up, the better you are. And if you can keep the gun power up for the boss, that's what you really need to do in order to defeat the boss, or else it's a bitch. But keeping the power up is easier said than done. At least for me. So it's like, yeah, you get a lot of lives.
Oh, I don't know where that teeth pick went, but it was pretty convincing. Turned out to be just like some black dude's teeth. Just his mouth was like wide open and his teeth were just like jutting out like fucking fangs. And yeah, he just he tricked me. He just fucking lassoed that shit onto Erin's face, and I don't know, man, it just looked kind of convincing to me.
Oh, shit. See that little thing that looked like a sword? That is your gun power up getting hit out of you, and if you don't grab it in time, it's gone. And I didn't grab it in time. It's over here. Yay, gun power up. Oh, we already have max.
So this is like a Mega Man meets Konami. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like stylistically, it looks like a Konami or Jalico game. Play wise, it looks like a Mega Man. Like you can, you're jumping, sliding, you have a projectile. This is the layout looks very much Mega Man, but the graphical style looks like a Konami or Jalico. Cause did I call it Jalico earlier? Whatever, however you pronounce it. Cause this looks like Shatterhand. Like this looks like a remix of the assets from that Shatterhand game on NES, which is so fucking underrated. It's probably why it's kind of pricey now on eBay.
Power. Now if I can
Just get the ROM of it and just get over with. Play it, it's fun.
keep this, I'll be so happy. I'm so nervous. I think we're getting pretty close to the boss, so hopefully... Oh, got it back because it bounced back into me. That was convenient. Okay, so now I'm at the boss. I'm fully powered. Let's see if this goes any better. Oh god.
Wow, this looks like the easiest boss for an NES game. This looks like one of the easiest bosses ever.
Okay, just dodge. I'm trying to be calm. Watch out for all the moving pieces. Oh god, I even see these guys. Shit. Oh my god, I got it back. Thank god.
The boss's damage meter goes down by like 5 little hockey pucks every shot. Like it's almost like when you have the boss's weakness on a Mega Man game, like how quick his life gauge goes down.
Oh my god, I did it. It is so much easier when you have the gun powered up.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's life was going down because you have the powered up gun or whatever.
Oh god. Oh god, no, is it not over? Okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well that is a lot easier when you have your gun powered up. But those levels can really destroy you mentally. And I like that the password system looks like Mega Man. This is very Mega Man. In the future, they said if they make another one, they don't want it to be like Mega Man. I don't play a lot of Mega Man because I'm stuck in my Castlevania universe, so this is different. Okay, so this is the Jekyll and Hyde inspired stage. This was my favorite when I played it last night. I thought it was really cool. Well, there's another stage that I really like too, but this is one of them. Okay, so here we got the gold bottles. That's a weapon, and I think it's supposed to be Yingling, like from the Spider-Man episode. I think they drink Yingling instead of Rolling Rock for that one. I'm from the West Coast, so I didn't have Yingling until like 2018 when I was at Epcot, and I like could not pronounce it for the longest time.
God.
But now I can.
Yeah, Yingling is like one of the few beers I won't drink because I fucking hate the taste of it. Yingling and Miller High Life are the 2 beers that I will not fucking drink. Any other beer I will drink. I will not drink either one of those beers. I fucking hate the taste of Yingling. And I got really sick on Miller High Life one time. Or I was already sick, but I happened to be drinking Miller High Life, so I just blame them by association.
Yeah, see, the bottle's
All right, I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
perfect for getting enemies that are above you once you learn how far they go. I'm so nervous. I'm quiet because I'm nervous. So much can go wrong. Oh my god. Okay, see, I need to keep this for the boss, and there's still so much to go, I think. Oh. This is very, very stressful. Okay, so this is the part where it transitions from day to night, and you know, you get into the hide area, and I thought this part was so cool. So I need to really concentrate. I need to stay away from everybody and try to keep this power up. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm just gonna keep spamming bullets, because why not? And see, it's very appropriate. The colors were in spooky background. This is very October. See, it's on theme. And I think it kind of reminds me of certain parts of Dracula's Curse too. The colors here, it's just really cool. Woohoo! I'm trying so hard to dodge that guy. It is not easy.
Whoever like made this game, I feel like had a hand in like creating the AVGN intro, and like the graphical styling is very similar to that.
Fuck. Fuck. It's okay. Everything is fine. I mean, it's not, but...
Let's see if Pat the NES Punk has any Halloween specials from the past that we can watch and gawk at.
I'm telling myself that. I hate this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Me. It's okay. Everything is okay. Just get me out of here. Oh god, I gotta go down there? That's fine. Okay, we did it. And now we're gonna transition back to Dr. Jekyll. And now it's nice and sunny with the birds pooping on you and all that fun stuff. And the guillotines. Okay. I gotta go back up here. We got more bottles, which I'm trying to remember from, like I said, I only played this like once before, but it's like the mask guy is the boss, and I'm really scared because I gotta remember, I don't know his pattern. I'm nervous. He's gonna try to get him a few hits and dodge, right? Right. Shit. Oh my god. Okay, got it back, Everything's fine. No, it's not. It's not. I mean, it is. Oh my god. Okay. I remember that part. It's okay. Okay. Fuck, I keep forget that he like goes on the floor at that part. We did it! Oh my gosh. Okay, so seriously, you gotta have the full power gun when you do the bosses, or else it's quite the challenge. Okay, so now we're in Air World. This was really cool. There were some spots I had a lot of trouble with, so I'm a little nervous, but this was like one of the coolest stages, I think. So it's like,
all right, Erin's being booted out for something more interesting. This is something one of my mods sent me, Mortal Ugly Fish. It's Ethan Ralph I don't know who that is. Ethan Ralph actually tries to fight Riley in Digibro. No idea what the fuck this
on him
is.
by the time he gets there.
Bitch, I bet you shut that fucking door.
Riley does not.
I bet you shut that fucking door. Do I look 5'1", bitch?
Finally, the punch-drunk planet plows through the door and shoves his fat rolls against Riley's. Technically, this is not a breaking and entering, but a forced entry, and it is swiftly followed with a forced exit.
You're in my house, bitch. You broke in. Get out. You broke into my home, you bitch.
Now, technically, if Ralph had walked away here and pressed charges, Riley would be in a lot of trouble right now. Thankfully, the cops we showed this tape all agreed that Ralph threw away his case immediately by doing this.
Yes.
Guns galore flailing in the night breeze as the 35-year-old gray-haired alcoholic starts pulling out the 22-year-old home defender's hair like a little girl in a school fight. No longer content to watch her man get some gross idiot's belly sweat all over him, absolute unit Mint Salad jumps into the fray. Delirious from being mercilessly wailed on, Ralph summons all the COVID and AIDS in his liver-spotted body and spits a mist of blood into Mint's face.
You guys are fucking pathetic. Stop. Stop.
Let me make that clear. Ethan Ralph spat a mouthful of blood into a 20-year-old girl's face. Need to see it again? Let's watch it 16 more times.
I don't know what this is. It has nothing to do with anything I was talking about, but it's mildly entertaining, so I'm watching it.
After that, his whore shouts a bunch of boring nonsense and the door is closed. But then the fat shorty realizes he's dropped his phone inside the house.
Where's his phone? Give it to him. On the floor. Find his phone.
Even though Riley has...
Look at those soundproofing strips, the 4 squares of soundproofing strips. Just like scotch taped haphazardly as if that's gonna do anything for sound absorption. Oh my god, that's the worst part of this video so far. Jesus, that's some sloppy neckbeard placement. That's literally not absorbing shit. That's now you have ugly squares in your wall. Congratulations.
Just been assaulted by this person and has every right to simply lock them out until the cops arrive. He genuinely wants them to have the phone back and begins looking for it. He hands over the phone and relaxes, expecting the dumbest man alive to retreat, but instead Gunt does what Gunt do and sucker punches Riley with his guard down. This, of course, is immediately followed by an heroic beatdown from Bird, whose shirt Guntino grabs a hold of and rips apart. As Riley, fueled by the burning passion of camaraderie, gives an anime speech about friendship and family, I can be seen finally connecting to the police station to begin my report.
You know what friends are like? You don't!
No,
We're family!
Stop.
We care for each other!
No,
You're a loser!
You have!
You have nothing!
No, we do have
You
something!
get the fuck out! You ain't shit!
Get out! Nothing! Get the fuck out!
As the battered fat ass stumbles off into the night with his siren screeching behind, Riley reminds him once more just how short and stupid and terrible of a person he truly is.
You're 5 foot tall. You are 5 foot tall.
You alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
He's 5 foot. No, that's insulting him. I don't know where his phone is. It's over there. There you go. Get your phone.
I'll get myself. I need your help.
Well, we're helping you. We're better than you. And we're not stumping to your level. We're better than you.
Better. I didn't do anything wrong. There's so much shit on the curb.
Lock it up.
Because I said I wanted.
Just lock it up.
In the wake of the storm, Riley had this to say on Snap.
All right. Well, thank you, Snarky, for that. I appreciate it, guy. That was kind of entertaining. Like, yeah, the smell in that room. Oh my god. Ew, god. That's like that house is like fucking patient zero for some new nerd fungus that causes infections, like bed sores, but it's like a new strand. Like that's that petri dish of a fucking nerd house is where shit like that cultivates. That's where it spawns. Like there's like I'm sure in houses like that there's like a little fungus, like the beginnings of life, but in fungal cheese, get like dandruff cells, like sweat, stink, just lack of personal care, fast food grease. They're all combining to make a homunculus of mold. This has evolved many years ago, and that's how we ended up with that folding fat rolls guy. The what the fuck's his name? Folding Ideas. Anyway, that guy, he came from that. The petri dish of nerd everything. Dan Olson. Yeah, that's that guy. Yeah, he came from a house like this, but he wasn't birthed or anything. He evolved. Like he, you know, he sums up all of it. All right, this is Pat the NES Punk, Scary Bad N64 Games. This is, I guess, a Halloween episode. Came out 11 months ago, so it's fairly recent compared to his other Pat the NES Punk videos, which are all, you know, 10 years plus old, and they still have, like, 5K views, because this was, like, just a garbage show that wasn't funny. Somebody brought me up in one of Pat's live Twitch streams recently, and he got put in timeout or something because he brought up a hater. I find that somewhat amusing.
Yeah, I know it's Halloween season again, but I'm burnt out on doing scary game reviews. I've been doing them for 15 years for the NES, Super NES, TurboGrafx 16, and even the Sega Genesis. I'm over it.
God, this already feels like a fucking discount store Angry Video Game Nerd episode. You can just feel the cheapness, the poor acting, the really, really bad acting. Like, my God, this guy he's the worst.
No, I'm serious. No spooky stuff this year. But I still want to review a few games. So how about I tackle a system I never did before here? What about, let's see, the Nintendo 64? It'll be a little Halloween themed, though. I got my Fire Orange controller right here, and I filled my candy bowl with a bunch of N64 games. So I'm going to close my eyes and randomly select a few to...
Pat's in his, like, mid-40s when he's doing this episode. Like, I don't know. I would, that would be sad on some level. Like, just let's pick this very specific period of time in your life from, like, the late 80s to, like, the late 90s. Let's pick this one decade out of the many decades that you've been alive. And let's just, like, build a whole career hyper-focusing on these 10 years of your life and only talk about these 10 years of your life, even though you've been alive for almost 50 years of your life. Let's just focus on this one strip of your life and just talk about that forevermore. It's a lot of nostalgia gaming channels, to be honest. It's not just Pat. That would suck, man, because there's only so many games that exist in that period before it will all be said and done at some point. And it's like, yeah, you could make the new angle on a game and find the new like, well, I was only 5 years old when the N64 came out, so here's my Gen Z experience of it. But I mean, even that's run dry. Like, I feel like the videos of, like, Gen Z experience, hey man, fuck you millennials, this is our perspective. Even that, Scott the Woz ran that into the ground way before other YouTubers came out. Anyway, that's my little fucking rant on that.
Play right now.
Blanche the NES Punk. Fucking B. Arthur. I mean, you know, my thumbnail kind of did look like a golden girl there. Yeah, that's Pat after he just lets out one of those satisfying farts on Ian's face after the CU podcast. So that's their secret deal.
It's totally random, I swear. Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers? I said no scary games. I'm not going to do it. But I wonder what would have happened if I did. Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers is an adventure game developed by Terraglyph Interactive Studios and published by THQ in 2000. The year 2000. There are 4 episodes/stages in the game, and each features the Mystery Machine and its crew who are out to solve the mystery. The player controls the hippie Shaggy with Scooby in tow, who does absolutely nothing. The objective is to search and find all the items and to progress in the stage to find more items, all while avoiding the enemies, creepy villain, and security guard who will toss you out of rooms and force you to restart the area. But you can turn the tables on him. Oh, serious concussions are hysterical. When Shaggy finds all the clues and items needed, he can return them to the gang, which then comes up with a plan to trap the disguised villain, and then the player uses Shaggy and Scooby as bait to trap them. It's a simple premise, but it's a slog to play. The game's camera is locked per each section of the room, making movement difficult while trying to avoid foes and obstacles that will scare Shaggy.
Well, I don't get how Pat doesn't understand that, like, no one really gives a shit about hearing a game review about an old shitty video game. That wasn't like the AVGN formula, though on the surface it may have appeared to be like that's all the nerd was doing. No, that was not why people showed up. It was the creative editing effects, the composition, the ideas, the comedy. My God, the fucking comedy that did once exist, that no longer does, but it did at one point. And if the game happened to be comically shitty, like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties or something like that, then, you know, all the better. But nobody ever just was like, man, it's like, I like video game nerd, but I don't like the character, the comedy, the acting, the cool editing effects. I just wish they had some plain mediocre breakdown of crappy games. And then Pat the NES punk is like, say less, bro. I got you.
And if Shaggy gets scared enough, he'll eventually have to restart the stage area. It's especially tough when trying to avoid the big baddie who chases Shaggy around. On the surface, this title feels like a fun time, but it can be frustrating.
Jinkies! These camera angles suck!
Scoop!
Oh God, yeah, I had to watch this episode a long time ago. I think when I was doing research for my Pat the Mid Punk video, I remember seeing this. Oh God, yeah. If I dress like a chick and talk in a funny voice, that's equivalent to comedic gold right there. That's all the effort I have to put into it.
Yeah, maybe it was for the best that I skipped this one. All right, fresh game.
All right, well, we're gonna take a little break on that one for a second because I want to watch a video that I think is funny. Scooby-Doo, it reminded me of it. And I happen to be a fan of The Sopranos, so maybe you know where I'm going with this. So far over here with my Hold up. Hey, Tone, why your head getting so big? It looks like a balloon. It looks like it's gonna pop. TikTok's good for certain things sometimes.
Woke up this morning, got some gabagoo. Then I woke up the next day and got some gabagoo. Keep waking up, but keep getting different types of gabagoo. Even got some gabagoo from Scooby-Doo.
It's so stupid. I love it. I gotta watch it again.
Woke up this morning, got some gabagoo. Then I woke up the next day and got some gabagoo. Keep waking up, but keep getting different types of gabagoo. Even got some gabagoo from Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I hate how they do Tony like that, but that's just funny. Anyway. Oh no, it didn't. Fuck, I thought it'd capture. Okay, whatever. We're like somewhere like here, I think. Oh yeah, I think I've streamed this video before. He's talking about Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero.
Jinkies! These camera angles suck!
Yeah, no, Tony Soprano's a lot, or like, what's his name? Fucking Cavatappi? That's not his name. Fucking guy who played him. God damn it. James Gandolfini. He's a good skateboarder, man.
Yeah, maybe it was for the best that I skipped this one. All right. Fresh game.
Stephen Hawking's Extreme Sports. Okay, so this is where AI is all right in my book, because that shit's just, I don't know. It's funny. You're not leading people to believe that it's real. Everyone knows it's not. It's just used for comedic effect. I don't care, man. If it makes me go, ha ha ha, if it makes me laugh, then it's funny, okay? So, there's a lot of funny AI shit out there, and AI used for comedy is fine, but, you know, it's when you start doing it for, like, actual serious endeavors do I feel like it gets a little on the problematic side. I need to look up the Stephen Hawking's Extreme Sport thing you speak of.
All right, a Mortal Kombat game. Sub-Zero. This should be a blast. An icy blast.
Wow. That was
Mortal Kombat Mythology. Sub-Zero was developed and published in 1997 by Midway. Unlike the previous Mortal Kombat games, this is not strictly a fighting game, but an action-adventure experience with fighting and beat-em-up game elements.
Okay.
Players control Sub, I'm not a ninja, Zero, who is hired by Quan Chi, who looks like needs more sleep, to retrieve some non-ninja stuff. So you have to beat up foes in a 2D setting, mostly one at a time, while retrieving keys and unlocking paths to reach the end of the stage. Controls are similar to any typical Mortal Kombat game, with 2 punches, 2 kicks, blocking, and running introduced in Mortal Kombat 3. Alright, this first bald dude is going down. What the heck? Why is he Sub-Zero?
I just want to make, I'm not laughing at anything that's going on that Pat's doing. That the Stephen Hawking's sports ones, oh my god, that shit's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have to grab some of these.
Facing the enemy. Oh, you need to press the B button to turn around? It's awkward to do this while trying to fight, and throws the gameplay flow way off. Time to freeze this sucker. Oh, it's not working? Yeah, Sub-Zero doesn't start with his trademark special moves. They have to be earned through an RPG experience system. There are also health potions and power-ups you can acquire and use. So these one-on-one encounters feel like fighting game enemies and not standard beat-em-up foes who die after a few hits. These should be straightforward battles, but each is annoying since the game doesn't display their health bars. Why not do this? What the fudge? Well, it's a good time to mention that the game has booby traps. And when you die, you have to go through everyone you just defeated again? Ugh. I ran past that Goonies trap. And hey, nice blind hit. All right, what do I do now? I guess I'll just jump and... Oh, dead. Now I'm getting it. Then
whatever.
you come...
Okay. This sucks. I hate this video. Which I knew I would. It's not like I'm gonna watch a Pat video and be like, oh my god, this caught me by surprise, you guys. It was so fucking funny. Alright, we're gonna watch some of these Stephen Hawking's ones here, because shit makes me chortle.
I feel Let us see who is on the other end. Oh, this one is strong.
Whoa, hang on.
I appear to be Stephen. Engaging descent. Calculating trajectory.
Perfect
Here's
landing.
the grab.
And there's the grab.
Unreal control from Hawking.
And look at this, folks. Professor Stephen Hawking in that jet black motorized chair is pulling even with the 24 car on the backstretch.
He's got that thing tuned like a Swiss watch, Buck. I swear it sounds like a...
Center. Initiating launch sequence.
Launch sequence verified. Godspeed, Professor.
To understand the universe, you must sometimes leave the ground.
You are large, but not invincible. Physics favors leverage. Settle down, my friend. We have both proven our point.
Stephen Hawking on the move, he's pulling ahead. Can the skaters catch him? 5 meters to go, and across the line, Stephen Hawking wins the Derby.
Victory achieved. Gravity cannot slow
What
determination. Islam complete. I hope he studied physics. We are limited only by imagination. Even water can become a road if we choose to travel. Keep wondering.
Oh, no.
Puck control stable. Preparing to shoot.
Hawking looks, wins, fires, scores! Top corner!
From this silent sea of dust, I look back at the blue home of our species, and I feel its fragility more than ever. Our minds carried us here. Our hearts must... Here we go. Push, steady, all the way.
Damn.
Locked out, and down. Good afternoon. I would like a pair of legs, please. Medium.
I'm sorry, a pair of
Yes.
legs?
Preferably crispy on the outside.
Greetings, carbon-based life forms of South Park. I am Stephen Hawking, theoretical physicist, cosmologist, and apparently today's substitute teacher. I was promised there would be snacks.
Professor is absolutely cruising.
Look at those wheels spin.
Across the goal line, touchdown. Stephen Hawking just rolled one in.
I never thought I'd say this on a Sunday, but that's a theoretical 6 points.
Evening, sir. Do you know why I pulled you over?
Because you could not catch me otherwise.
I'm gonna need your license and...
Negative.
Hey, wait!
Let us see if gravity still...
Just a little evergreen, right here. Let it live in its own quiet...
Do you know why I pulled you over? Because you could not catch me otherwise. That's like the best. Oh, man. If I get pulled over by a cop. I wouldn't say that because I know the reality of mouthing off to a police officer in America, but that would have been funny, though.
World.
It already looks like a place I would like to visit.
Then it's doing its job. A touch of light on the water, and we're just about there. There we go.
Hawking is perched on the top buckle. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Oh my word! The professor just
The crowd is erupting.
I've never seen anything like it.
Here he comes, Stephen Hawking, powering that chair in the final meters of an Ironman. Crowd going wild as he nears the line. What a moment! And he's across. 80.
The scientist is cornered, nowhere to go.
You don't belong in here, old man.
Wait, direct shot to the groin! Oh my. He drops like a stone. Hawking just leveled him.
Incredible. Up with me, Professor.
I was never fond of finishing second.
Then let's see who reaches the bridge first.
Challenge accepted.
Move over, you are blocking the passing lane. Left pedal equals faster. Try it sometime. Unbelievable. Did your license come in a serial?
Oh, hell no.
The air rushing past and see the world spread out below. This is freedom. We are all explorers of the infinite. Harness is set. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. That was wonderful.
All right, that was junk food entertainment, but I actually had a reaction, unlike fucking watching that goddamn Pat thing. Oh Jesus! All right, what do we watch next? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. My big fat smile does deserve a big fat pile of cash. Make it happen. Make some cash on my ass. That'd be nice. Some pretty good slop. I mean, some of them weren't funny at all, but lot of yeah, I agreed. Best content so far. I think the Sopranos have they had some more crap on here. It's just annoying when they're all little 9-second clips because let's see if they got a compilation on this biatch. Tony Poe, thanks for. Sopranos, but just gabagool. Okay, no. Yeah. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is something I'm interested in watching. Didn't somebody in the chat say that Cheaters or Blind Date or one of them things are on YouTube and you pretty much don't have to worry about streaming that? I'd be open to watching one of those at this point. I'm just getting intoxicated enough to where I could fuck with that.
Shorty on the next run.
There we go. Fuck. Tony Soprano's Underground.
Step into me wrong. I mess around and make this eulogy my theme.
Hey T, Muska's in town for a demo. Let's grab his Escalade, flip it in Newark. Easy 10 grand, no one gets hurt.
Chris, you don't put a fucking hand on him. Muska defined an era of skateboarding history. In this house, Chad Muska is a hero. End of story.
Whatever, let's go check out the demo.
Home sweet home. What a jump. At least it's got some killer gabagoo. The Bada Bing, where we get to relax and hang out with whoas. It's Satrielli's, our own little strip of paradise.
Cone, I was out here, minding my own, when these damn scooter kids came by, grabbed my gabagoo, and threw it on the roof. Some kind of internet challenge.
Fucking internet.
Yeah, fuck the internet. T, can you get my gabagoo back? Careful up there. That's a premium cold cut.
All this for a fucking slice of gabagoo?
Thanks, T.
What's the holdup? We going to the fucking demo or what?
Oh my god.
All this for a gabagoo?
Careful, Tone. That's a quality cut of produce. Well, produce. Yeah, because that's what meat is produce. That was funny. Yeah, I don't know why Tony skating is so funny. It just oh my god. I don't know. What do we do now? Sopranos Road to Respect. Oh, is that the PS2 game that came out? I want to see the trailer on that game. Sopranos Road to Respect. Trailer. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Yeah. Okay, so let's watch the trailer. I can't believe they made a goddamn PlayStation 2 game out of The Sopranos. It's sad. I was just about to say I'm glad they didn't do some weird little spin-off thing off the back of the popularity of The Sopranos, but then they did The Many Saints of Newark, which was very mid. And, spoilers, but, they're suggesting that it was Uncle Junior who had Chris Moltisante's dad, Dickie Moltisante, whacked, all because he slipped. Uncle Junior slipped and everyone laughed at him. He was embarrassed. I guess like Dickie was behind it. So, yeah, it was. So basically, who had Chrissy's father whacked was Uncle Junior. If you watch Many Saints of Newark or whatever. It's like, that is a lame ass premise. All right, so I guess this
Rated M for mature.
Hey! Get out of there!
Uncle Tony?
You kidding me? Pulling a stunt like that on this street?
It was just sitting there. What do you care?
Look at you, a street punk, snatching purses from old ladies. Christ, the was here to see this.
Well, he ain't here. And him anyway.
I got news for you, Joey. There's more than one way to shame your family. Whatever else he was a good father, and he would have hated seeing you like this. He'd be as pissed as me.
I'm sorry, Tony. It's just...
If you need money or something, you should have come to me. Go home. Quit acting like a delinquent, and maybe we can find something for you to do.
No kidding? You do that?
Go out the back way. Now. Forget the purse, you moron. Go!
Oh, damn, dog. You know that's going to be good. I don't know. It might have been an alright game. Probably wasn't. I mean, they had all, I believe they had most of the cast do the fucking voices for that. Yeah, I know. You got to have the gabagoo. There's no gabagoo. I think Tony Soprano Pro Skater would have been a better game though. Honestly, that shit would have been fucking amazing. Instead of the actual video game that probably tried too hard to replicate. I don't fucking know. I've heard that it was not a very good game. Shit, man. What is this? All right, we're gonna dig deeper into this game here. This is what I've just gotten hyper focused on now. People leaving the chat. They don't want to stick around for whatever random bullshit that I'm looking into. I don't blame you. I really don't blame you for leaving. Woke up this morning, got some gabagool. Then I woke up the next day, got some...
Take a look inside,
Tony Sarico. Who really didn't have to play a character because that's just kind of like who he was as a fucking person. It's like when a rapper is playing like a gangster in it, or like a thug in a movie. And it's like, wow, who knew he could act? It's like, well, yeah, he's playing himself, essentially. Now, if 50 Cent played a fucking doctor in like an episode of ER, I'd be like, wow, that's crazy. Or if he was like, I don't know, Heath Ledger's Joker or some shit, be like, wow, what a transformation. It's like, oh, you need me to like act poor and get shot at like I was in the hood? Oh, I think I have some method acting on that I've collected my entire life. I don't know what the fuck this is.
To respect the new Sopranos game.
This is gonna be good. Woke up this morning, got some gabagool.
There it is again.
And then I woke up the next day and got some gabagool. Keep waking up and keep getting different types of gabagool. I even got some gabagool from Scooby-Doo. I woke up this morning, gabagool. What if they made a Sopranos video game?
That is, without a doubt, the dumbest fucking idea I ever heard.
Oh, you want me to go get fucking Joe Pesci, shoot you in the fucking feet again? Talking shit on this excellent video game.
All the main cast members are involved. James Gandolfini.
There he is. This game is, without a doubt, the dumbest fucking idea.
Well, this game's going down in history.
Oh, it's going down in history, Paulie. Now, when you're thinking Sopranos video game, you think, oh, this will be a GTA clone. This is a 3D brawler. Look at this moves list. You got the asshole text. Hit him with X and square. Hit him with the sneaky rat bastard combo. Oh, what's that? Frankie Carboni can't play the fucking money for this fucking... I ought to hit this motherfucker with a fettuccine uppercut. That'll give him a real blow to the bread basket. Hit shotgun.
The bread basket.
Okay. Hit square. Hit.
How you doing? I didn't see nothing.
Where's my Furby? Huh? Where's my Furby? I just had the windshield wipers replaced on him.
Just the amount of effort that has gone into it from this entire team.
Why I ought to hit you with a fucking peppercini uppercut, you salami-looking motherfucker rolling around the room
Peppercini uppercut.
100 times in a row.
You get to beat somebody down with a pork chop.
Ah, fuck! Let me up. Let me. Okay, I'm getting up. Okay, I'm back on the floor. He's up there. He's punching me. This guy's hit. This guy. Okay, he's dead. How does this game work?
What am I doing here? And why do I exist?
Okay, now I'm at the gym level.
He's a friend, so I need you to explain, okay?
I know what you're saying, boss. You want me to rough him up, but not rough him up too much, huh? All right, now let me go ahead and grab the samurai sword that every gym has. Okay, he's dead.
Christopher, behind you.
Nope. You missed him.
This game's going down in history.
Dang. Out of bullets. Gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, huh? All right, he's dead.
Fuck you!
Fuck me!
This shit looks so bad. It's making me enjoy life again though.
Fuck you!
Well, this game's going down in history.
See that motherfucker out the window, bro.
Woke up this morning, made an entire video game based on the Sopranos television series.
You know how in a video game when you're fighting multiple guys, they have to like wait their turn to attack you? Well, what's great about the Sopranos game is that they all just hit you all at the same time, so that you can't do anything. It's just unplayable.
Fucking Mario.
Fucking Mario Kart 7.
The last thing I played was, Pac-Man or whatever.
Level 4. This is now where you get sandwiches for everybody.
Give me a pastrami sandwich with Dijon mustard.
Give me a salami on rye, lettuce, mayo, mustard.
Chicken soup with rice. Lots of pickle.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, that's why I stopped playing that fucking RoboCop game that was it Rogue City, something like that? RoboCop Detroit's on fire. I don't know. Yeah, there's literally a mission as RoboCop where you have to get the your partner Murphy or whatever. She gets like shot or something, and like you have to get everybody in the precinct to sign her get well card. As RoboCop in this game, with Peter Weller redoing the voice of RoboCop. You have to go around the fucking office, the police precinct, and get signatures from everyone for the get well card. That's when I stopped playing the game. That's when I turned it off and I said, thank God I only paid like $3.99 for this on the PlayStation Store, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. What a lame ass, stupid, stock, side questy idea for a video game. And then there's like this whole detective, aspect to the game. It was bad. The RoboCop game, it's very mid in my opinion.
Low fat turkey, no bread, no mayo, no potato salad. Just meat and a pickle.
There's the Mezufanook right there before he fucking skipped town with his boyfriend over there.
You got it, boss. Coming right up.
This morning, got myself a sub. I believe Tony wanted a meatball sub. I think Paulie said that he wanted the ham and Swiss.
All right, fellas, here's your pizza.
This guy, to my knowledge, he's got like almost, never mind. Okay, this is actually a very big YouTuber. All right. That's why I was laughing. I was like, man, I was gonna say, like, bro, this guy barely has any subscribers on his channel. He's making better content than Pat. No, this guy's got like almost 8 million subscribers. He's bigger than AVGN even. Okay, I'm wrong. Video game Donkey, whatever his name is. Donkey is a legend, bro. Oh shit. All right. I did not know who this individual was until right now. All right. Well, Josh learned what the Bible was today.
I don't want pizza. I said,
give me a salami on rye, lettuce, mayo, mustard.
Uh-oh. Tony, no. I can bring the pizza back to Subway.
Hey, back when Subway had those personal pizzas, those shit were fire, bro. I don't care what name. You guys remember when Subway had the little personal pan pizzas? Or personal pizzas, whatever. They threw them in the same fucking toaster thing they had that they would use to toast the bread and shit. They threw them in there. Bro, they were pretty fucking good. Honestly, I miss them. It gave me Chuck E. Cheese pizza vibes, which I thought was pretty good. No, I think it was, I don't know, man. It was its own thing. It had its own vibe. They were really tasty, though, and, like, pretty filling. It gave you just another interesting option. I guess that'll go down in, like, Subway lore as a thing they did at one point. And you could like get toppings on it and shit before they put it in the toaster. Shit was fire, bro, honestly. They were very good. I liked them a lot.
Getting whacked? I remember what that's like. Shit City.
What? Damn.
Woke up this morning, got shot off a boat. I think that Tony actually wanted the ham and Swiss.
Fucking video game donkey. I've never heard of this person. Oh, like donkey. The best Ratatouille player in YouTube history. I'm seeing, I don't know, might as well see what other content this dude has going on over here. My God, he's got some like big hitters. Ghosts of Yotai, 1.4 million. Silent Hill F, already at 1 million. Uploaded 11 days ago. What the fuck is Silent Hill F? I want to know. I want to know, so I'm going to watch it. But before I do that, I'm going to take me a piss. Woke up this morning and got some gabagoo. And then I woke up the next day, got some gabagoo. Keep waking up and getting more kinds of gabagoo. I even got some gabagoo for my Scooby-Doo. That's my new life song, honestly. Kind of want to like say that a lot now. Now I'm going to become like hyper focused on just saying, where the fuck's it at? I just downloaded it. Way to go. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I'm stupid. Meanwhile, enjoy the beat to Watcher of the Skies by Genesis. Watcher of the Skies, Watcher of all. I can't play it or sing it. Damn, I'm worthless. Fuck at it with the H. Oh, shit. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Here we go.
Press any button.
All right, before we do it, though, I got to pee. So, there you go. The F is for downfall. Let me tell you something. I got an unpopular opinion about Silent Hill 2. I think the game was boring. It sucked and it was very slow. Fucking knew that about Silent Hill though. I said knew really weird just then. Fucking knew that I would not like Silent Hill back in the day. I just had that, I don't know what you want to call it, the inkling that Resident Evil was the better of the two. And so then I get Silent Hill 2 remastered on PS5 this year, and my God, what a boring game that was. My God, what a boring game. Very gay. You're just meandering around for the first couple hours. All I ever got was a 2x4 or something like that you could whack these little slithery things with. That's all there was little slithery things. And you never, like, I didn't even get a gun. Like, I didn't stick around long enough to get the gun, but you have to, like, solve puzzles and shit and find things. Meanwhile, there's all these slithery things, not enough health, not, like, your weapon does barely anything. They spray, like, acid on you or whatever. I'm like, what the really? This was the game that everyone was like, oh, Silent Hill, bro. Like, really? Like, I just don't know how I can't not get a game that hardcore, but here we are. Like, I don't get it. I don't see the appeal. And, you know, if I have to play a game for like 5 hours for it to finally start kicking in and getting good, bro, fuck that game. That shit sucks. I'll let you meditate on that while I go piss on the floor by the toilet. Oh, God, my fucking neck is sore from headbanging so much last night. I haven't headbanged in a while. Silent Hill 2 is great. RoboCop is too. You like different types of games than I do, sir or ma'am, but if I put my money on it, I'm going to assume sir. There are 5 known women who watch my content, and I know them all by name. I'm just kidding. But that's pretty much true. That's how few women there are who watch my content. I know them all by name, and we've all hung out. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding! Oh, yeah, before I sat down, yeah, I was coming. Over to this chair. Here we go. Yeah, so you got Zombie Trash. I'm not going to name all of them. I want to dox them, bro. But and I actually don't want to get it wrong and have it be actually fewer than 5 women. Because that could be very much the case. All right, let's see what this new Silent Hill game's all about. I have no. Oh, you know what we're doing after this? By the by, we're doing my show from last night because I recorded it. We're gonna watch that. Fuck you.
What if I press the button F? Why does that happen? A lowercase letter F is the scariest letter in the alphabet kingdom. You could never do a Call of Duty F. Nobody would buy it. They would be too afraid. Garfield Kart F, Halls of Hatred. Nobody would buy that. Only Silent Hill players
Halls of Hatred.
are brave enough to buy a game called Silent Hill F. What is Panini Projection? Is it like... Let's see if they fixed this franchise yet. In Silent Hill 2 Remake, you could not walk into cloth. There was no cloth physics and nothing. And absolutely nothing. This is not a AAA production. This is a single F production. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is AAA. Oh, thank God.
The fox god's enshrined all over the place.
The F stands for Fox. Escape from the fog monster. The F stands for fog. This is kind of like the Ratatouille game. Oh God, do not go AAA during the fog monster chase. Oh no, I have to go AAA during the fog monster chase. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Get out of there, get out of there. Go a different way. Yeah, go to AAA like that. I'm free. The F stands for free. Oh, it's got my foot. The F stands for foot. They definitely put a lot of money into the hair of this game. Look at her. Look at just the lighting on her hair, how it like shifts around. Look at that. No, Silent Hill. I'm talking about the hair right now. Press B to dodge monsters. You cannot get me, monster. I hit B, and I dash across the entire world. Oh, come and kill me. Come and... Hey, where you going? Where you going? I'm way over here. I'm on the other side of the whole map. What are you even trying to do? Is she like a ninja warrior? Maybe the F stands for far dashes. Look at this TV. This is not the latest in technology. Look at how fancy that is. It only like lights up the right side of her hair like that. They're getting pretty fancy on this Silent Hill. I mean, cloth physics aside. Evil monster! Oh no! I bet you can't even jump over there, can you?
I don't think you jump in that game at all. I mean, you don't jump in Resident Evil, which is fine. Resident Evil is alright. Damn it, I can't do a proper poll because poll it's only yes or no. I guess I could do... I don't know. Alright, I'll think of something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not that AAA. Alright, now this really doesn't make sense why she couldn't jump over that stupid little railing. Say, you doing the piano? Sell the antique comb? You have received 300 faith. The F stands for faith. Just you wait till I find like a plank or something. No, not that's worthless. Get a plank. Oh, I see. This is just Dark Souls again. The F stands for From Software. Do you think I'll be able to make like funny weapons like Dead Rising? Who won? Good drink. Very good. Oh, I would love to see you hit me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Boom, I just dashed into a cutscene. What are you going to say about that? The way forward is blocked by a fence. The F stood for fence all along.
What was that?
Okay, so this is Silent Hill, but you're in... pretty much what someone said previously. This is like Silent Hill, but you're in Asia, I guess. I don't know. I grew bored of this. All right, so what do we got here? Oh my god, they didn't change everything. It's pissing me off. So we're gonna watch my show from yesterday. The whole reason I couldn't stream yesterday. Let me pull it up first.
That's just the evil Silent Hill monster, don't worry. It's just like a metaphysical manifestation of your irrational fear of green beans. Oh, stop stabbing me in the throat. Kinda hurts. Takes a little health off. Hee hee, I'm doing this. Oh, no, no, no. Wait. Just let me finish this. I lured him so far away this time. He's looking at a picture of green beans taped to a wall. I got this. Yes! You have to do it twice? That's stupid. The F stands for stupid. I've unlocked a new costume. The F now stands for Fluffy Bunny Fluff. This is a highly disturbing and scary franchise.
His Sopranos video was like a lot funnier than this video. This video is not all that funny at all. Okay, so this was our show from last night. This was an out-of-town show. There wasn't a great crowd for anybody. And this is like the least sexiest video angle. So yeah, that's why the crowd's gonna be not great. They weren't great for any band. There was 4 bands last night, and I mean, I'm glad the people showed up, but like this was not a impassioned crowd. When you play shows, there's gonna be some shows that are like you're at a festival with 1,000 people, and then there's gonna be some shows where there's like 45 people in attendance, and that's the life. Let's see here. Get to the actual playing part. Okay, here we go. This is what Josh was doing last night instead of streaming, okay? So this is my excuse for being absent.
All our fights on my...
$9.99 super chat. Thank you, K-Shack. Appreciate it.
I want to feel your fire. Can't not just fight my war.
Can I get more tracks?
Yeah, that hat proved to be a pain in the ass. So I removed it with the quickness because it's not doing me any favors.
All right, this next one, I wrote about somebody that was being a real piece of shit. And you generally shouldn't be a piece of shit. And you shouldn't fucking stalk people. Alright? It's not fucking cool. You ever thought maybe I should do that fucking out?
one.
You can tell that Josh had a lot to do with the production on this one. This is our newest song.
Actually, Chris Acosta had a lot to do with this
Let's try
one.
giving Chris, everybody, for mixing this
Christopher Acosta!
This one's called The Art of Apathy.
Lately you've been hard to reach. I find myself losing sleep. Why am I the activist? Seems I'm the only one who gives a shit. Maybe you should say what you need. Look in my eyes. Only this time is for me. I don't care
but he wouldn't let me.
I think the important thing with these live shows is having as much in-between noise as possible, so you don't have any awkward silence where someone's taking a sip of water, I'm changing guitars, where it's just awkward silence. You gotta have that noise to where it keeps the, there's no dead air. I hate dead air with you never see that with the pros, It's so them transitions are important to me.
Are you guys excited to see our bass player playing every single band that you're gonna see tonight?
Yeah, okay, so our bass player Michael, there was 4 bands on the bill. He was playing in 3 of them. He's playing in our band, his band Phantom Limbs, and then the headliner Living Dead Girl. So he was very busy last night. I don't know why he would want to do something like that, but that's his choice. our drummer's a fucking shit. Anthony, that dude's a fucking beast.
Fun fact on that one, Christopher Acosta also did the updated version of that song. The remaster.
We're just doing shameless plugs for the next half hour.
All right, I know you guys are all here to see Chris Acosta. He'll be up very soon, don't worry.
Chris Acosta is the, I think it's the guitar player, one of the guitar players in Phantom Limbs, and he's the guy who's been engineering Obsidian Blood 2025 remix and Art of Apathy. He engineered those two songs, so he happens to be in the band after us. That's why I keep shouting him out, because he's in the crowd, and it was funny to do that.
Don't panic.
All these peeler bucks, yeah! That guy was so fucking tall, dude. He was like 7 foot. I swear to God. Like, I looked at him the whole night. I don't know what it is about Orlando, but his, like, a lot of Orlando people I've met in the music scene, they're very short. My drummer and bass player, like, Tahir on me, and even Ari. I'm like 5'11". I'm not, you know, remarkably tall or anything, but they're all short. And so is their friends and shit. But that guy, he was like 7 foot. I'm like, what's your story, man? What's going on with you? Oh! $20 Cerebral Pete. Long live the grift. Pour the bubbly. Thank you so much. And for the peeler bucks, whatever the fuck that means.
It's nothing new and nothing like you know. Being and far away and not triply like home.
2 Moss. We only prepared for 2. This next one is a very special one that I wrote about somebody I love very much. He's over there.
Aww.
It's 7 years of broken mirrors.
So the special guest is the headliner chick. Her name's Molly. She's from the band Living Dead Girl. She does a little rap bit here with Ari.
Give it up for Molly, Living Dead Girl, everybody! What if I told you that I'm fucking terrified? Sparkle crystal lane, you're the fire that burns me. I gave you a hammer, but I'm still made of glass. From the burning alive, but my mouth filled with ash. Holding it back, but I feel like I'm seeing through. I set myself on fire, but I can't lose. Yeah!
Okay, so Cerebral P, no, we do not ever play All Used Up. That is a deep cut, and I think we might have done it during the live stream, the acoustic live stream that me and Ari did. We might have busted that one out. That song does not translate very well live. It's I don't know, it's one I wrote on my computer, and I thought that was back when I was like, all these songs that I'm writing, I'm never gonna have to play them live, so whatever. But yeah. That one is hard vocally, as far as like the chorus, because it sounds great on, well, in my opinion, Sounds great on the recording, but then live I feel like it's a little bit lackluster, so we kind of don't do that one. So yeah. Hold on. I need to grab a sody pop and vodka. All right. I'll be back. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna take a shot. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pooping right now, actually. In my seat. It's got like a mesh thing going on. All right, we got. Oh, Nostalgic Millennials joined the chat. What a rare treat. All right, so this is our last song of this set. This magazine.
Now, guys, don't all leave when we're done playing.
That's hilarious.
There's other bands to be seen tonight.
That's the funny
And the cool thing to do is to stick around for them bands.
Every day I see them going instead, he's trying to dodge while flipping through magazines. You know it got me thinking of the duality, wanted pictures and some lines to read. I was told a lie, a child naive by the world, think you can have it all. Well, choose life or die, took it all for granted, there's not bullets in my magazine.
fingers to the trigger, my fingers to the trigger, my fingers to the trigger, my fingers to the trigger. Boom! We won't be slow-dated. Yes, slow-dated. I get you later. We won't be slow-dated.
The end was sloppy there. We fucked up on that one.
Once again, we are dancing with Goose. I guess I'm gonna say stick around with everybody else. With Clear Holes, Gentlemen, and Living Dead Girl. Thank you guys so much.
Setlist.
Come talk to us.
Oh, I thought I tried throwing the set list and it like hit the rafter above me and it like fell right back onto the stage. I did it like twice. That was kind of a moment.
This is why you never play sports.
That was
Holy
actually
shit.
comical. I didn't mean for that to be so comical. Hit the
That's
raft
right.
and then
That
bounce
was
right
good.
back. No, that was good. That was perfect.
That's perfect. That's what you want to do. All right, night. Come see us.
Another set list.
And then they cut my mic off. I'm like, fair enough. I would have done the same thing. Yeah, it's time to go home, Josh. You've been drinking. Oh no, I had to sign said crumpled up set list later on that night. And for my signature, I just literally like print JOSH then canon. Like I don't try to do the fancy signature or anything anymore because like my signature is not so great. So I just literally like do each individual letter. And it's like that's my signature now as far as I'm concerned. Everyone does the fancy little stupid thing. I gave up on that. My signature doesn't look good. It doesn't look cool. Thank you, 999K chat. Thank you for awesome set. Definitely one of your strongest to date. I think we were firing on all cylinders for that set. Honestly, I mean, even the new song Art of Apathy. I think that one sounded good live. Yeah, no, I was happy with it. Sold a lot of merch, made some money, and then that money that we made goes right into the shirts that we just came out with or whatever. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Instead of streaming on here, that's why I'm streaming now. Instead of going out and having a social life. Thank you everybody for all the compliments. It's just the diehards in here now. Sounds better in person. I will tell you that. It sounds a lot better in person than on a cell phone. So if you thought that sounded good, you should really, if you can. And I know we don't really go to you. You kind of have to come to us. And that I know that kind of sucks to some degree. But yeah. So thanks for that. I don't know what to do now. Do I stop? Do I stop? I don't know. Do I keep going? I don't know what to do. The music video thing I did on Wednesday was a lot of fun, but there's like I think I played like 20 music videos, and I think like 5 of them were like, we're blocking this entirely. So I'm in the process of trimming out those problematic. You never know which music video is going to get you your stream banned. And they didn't ban it. Oh, wait, no. The Bjork video did. Yeah, I played a Bjork video. All Is Full of Love by Bjork got, like, shut the stream down. And I had to, like... But that's Wednesday. Late at night on Wednesday is the experimental streams. Things that I think won't work, or I don't care if they work or not. And one of my Patreons had a really good idea of just playing music videos. And I was like, that's actually a really good idea. Because I don't even, like, focus on avoiding copyright strikes anymore. Because I know every single one of my videos are going to get copyright struck. It's a Super Chats. So Yeah, I can play copyrighted shit now, but I don't want to play something that's going to actually like shut the stream down. I guess that's the whole thing. I mean, I'll keep going. I just don't know what to play. Oh, let's play the video of the Bjork stalker who unalived himself on video. No, I did see that video and I turned away at that point. But yeah, no, Bjork had a very insane stalker guy. That doesn't make me like her any less. What do I got in my watch later here that might be something of interest? Vaguely. Okay. I don't think that's going to be that interesting. Well, it might be. There's this old dude. His name is a Classic Album Review. He's from England. He has a video called Rock Voices That Turn to Shit with clips. I've saved this man's video and I commented on his video. Yeah, I said, damn, bro, that's really unfortunate that you lifted like half your video from my singers whose voices went to crap video. You even kept the same font I used for Paul Stanley Kiss 2018 part. You could have given me a shout out or asked permission instead of just ripping it off. I'm a way smaller channel, so I guess you could get away with it, question mark. I hope to hear some kind of response from you about this. Which I didn't. But yeah, this guy, I don't know, is that an interesting topic to show how a guy ripped me off? I don't think it is now that I'm putting it out there. It's not that interesting. Yeah, but some way bigger channel like rip me off. I mean, that happens all the time though. I mean, I've probably fucking done it. Shit, man. There's this guy in our chat named what happened? Do you really want to know? All right, here we go. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna play my original video, and I'll play his video. And this guy's got fucking what? 6 times the subscribers I do. And he like lifted a lot of his video from my video. Which, I mean, my video did okay. But like I think his video is done way better than mine. This was just an idea I had a long time ago. And by a long time, I mean a year ago, I guess. My video is singers whose voices went to crap. Okay, so we're going to do this now. I've decided. Because I think you guys might find this fascinating. I mean, in my original video, I stand behind it. I think it's a good video. So... I'm with Shaq. Your gig vids are always my favorite part of your stream. Thank you for the awesomeness, Josh. Thank you, Cerebral P. And if you do have cerebral palsy, I hope you're like managing it in a way that makes your life happy for you. So I'll show you. This is my original video that I did. Then I'll show you the other guy's video, and you can see how much he ripped off from me. Because being a singer is, I never really felt the need to like make this like super public or call him out, because it's like, it's kind of the nature of YouTube, but the guy did it like so fucking blatantly that I did feel that some kind of attribution was appropriate, and this guy, being the pussy that he is, never really acknowledged it. So let's see. One of the trickiest jobs in a band, because unlike guitar or piano, this guy's video came out. Let me backspace this shit a little bit. So about a year ago. So I did my video, and then like maybe a month or two later, this guy did his video, and they're so fucking similar. And he like straight up lifts my clips or whatever. You'll see. I know your musical instrument is your vocal cords, and they can be unpredictable and not always do what you want them to. If I'm on guitar and I want to play a G chord, I do this. It happens every time, and as long as my guitar is in tune and it doesn't get sick, it doesn't get polyps or inflammation, it reliably does its job as long as my fingers are working. The voice is far from reliable, and depending on your lifestyle or bad luck, a voice can even go from sounding good one decade to sounding like complete unrecognizable crap the next. Tonight I would like to take a look at some singers who, I'm sorry to say, their voices went to crap. Stick around, this is Dancing with Ghosts.
She packed my bags last night to fly. 0 hour, 9 a.m. I'm gonna be high as a kite by then.
She packed my bags last night, free fly. 0 hour, 9 a.m.
His voice sounds so different. I mean, yeah, it's like fucking 40 years later. What do you expect? But goddamn, it's funny how like the human anatomy changes as you age.
And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then.
The once unmistakable rich tenor of Elton John in his prime has evolved over the years into a rigid baritone, with Elton's trademark timbre barely decipherable under the layers of age and abuse. It may come as a surprise to no one, but Elton John in the 1970s, and especially the 1980s, was heavily into excessive drug abuse and other unhealthy habits.
Elton once said that flying over the Alps reminded him of all the cocaine he had ever taken.
This may have helped foster the growth of 9 cancerous vocal polyps that John had to have removed in 1987. Ever since that time, Elton John's voice has continued to get lower and lower, slowly losing that iconic tone. I feel that by the end of the 20th century, Elton John's voice had really lost most of what had made it sound great. To be fair, Tom's voice didn't really sound great in this clip either, but it got even worse. In this clip, Tom DeLonge is probably around the same age as I am. Let my lack of accomplishments sink in now. 2010, Tom DeLonge was probably about the same age as I am now. Like, goddamn. Just gonna leave it there. Tom DeLonge. Talented songwriter, UFO enthusiast. What the fuck happened to his voice? I've talked about this guy many times on my channel and the bizarre vocal changes he went through in a relatively short period of time. For the first 3 or 4 albums of Blink-182's career, Tom sang with a slightly nasally Southern California affectation. But when Blink-182 took a hiatus between their self-titled album in 2003 and then came back with their album Neighborhoods in 2012, Tom sounded like he had gone through some kind of second puberty. He sounded completely different, while his co-singer, bassist Mark Hoppus, has sounded pretty much exactly the same throughout his entire career. I've heard first-hand accounts from some of my friends who have seen Tom play live say that he just acts really intoxicated and is very off-pitch. Either way, these days, though, the magic of technology has made Tom's life a lot better. He's auto-tuned in real time now, which I've also made a video about. So when they're playing live and he's singing, his pitch is right on key. Thanks, computers.
What you say about his company? It's what you say about society. That's the myth. What you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the myth, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the myth.
I really hate to throw this guy in here because Rush is one of my favorite bands of all time, but if I'm being fair and honest with myself, Geddy Lee's vocals in the last 10 years or so have really started going to shit. There was nothing Geddy did wrong. In fact, his was a voice that was more resilient than most singers on this list. The band toured for over 40 years and put on thousands of shows with Geddy Lee being the lone vocalist in the three-piece. Geddy started out in Rush back in the mid-70s with a freakishly high-pitched voice that many of the critics hated, but the fans loved. I'd say Ged's voice held strong for at least the first 25 years of their career, but as the 90s drew to a close, it was clear that Geddy's voice was changing with age, and though he has developed certain techniques to still technically hit those high notes, it doesn't sound good anymore. Before Rush retired, the only songs that still sounded faithful to the recordings were any song where Geddy sang low, so basically most of the stuff he did in the 80s. But Tom Sawyer and 2112 would never sound the same again.
Drive all night to get back home. I'm a cowboy. Miss Daylight wanted.
Full disclosure, I don't like this band. Never have, never will. These were the hair metal guys you could take home to mom. They might as well have been a Christian band and went on the road with Stryper. In fact, they may have. Nonetheless, I don't have to like the band to be able to tell when a singer's voice ain't anywhere near what it used to be. This isn't merely diminishing returns due to age, but there was apparently larger problems forming under the surface for Bon Jovi. Recently, the Jovemeister has had to undergo vocal surgery to what I can only imagine is similar to what Elton John went through. Either way, I don't think we'll be hearing John's 1980s power ballads sung at full force anytime soon. My Phil Collins, man. Damn, this one pains me the most. Much like Rush, Genesis is one of my favorite bands of all time, and I hate picking on this guy again, but Phil Collins' vocals have completely gone to shit. As I've said in previous videos, a once powerful tenor in his heyday has been reduced to a thin elderly squawk, or should I say squonk. Phil Collins wasn't necessarily in charge of all the vocal melodies he sang. While in Genesis, keyboard Tony Banks would often write the vocal melody for Collins to sing, and his choice of notes would often push Collins' range to their limits. Combine that with the fact that Phil was successful not only in his band Genesis, but also as a solo artist, so playing live shows was a near constant for many decades. The demand for a good performance was so high that when Phil would be sick, for instance, he would often get steroid shots injected into his ass that would temporarily fix any vocal problems he might be having. The downside of that, however, come to find out, is that it made Phil's bones quite frail as an older man, and as a result, he suffered numerous medical problems in his latter years, including alcoholism. You really do feel bad for the guy because he literally gave his all, including his body, to entertain the audience. Pizza King, $10, took a power nap that lasts a few hours longer than expected. What's going on? Basically, I'm playing one of my videos I did a year ago, vocalists whose singers went to shit, and then I'm going to play this dude who has way more subscribers than me, classic album review, who completely ripped my video, this video that you're watching right now, he ripped it off, and he gave me no attribution whatsoever. He even, if you pay attention to the font here, he even kept the same fucking font. Not the whole video, like, just whole cloth, but, like, large portions of my video he certainly ripped off. And I know he saw my video somehow or another, and it gave him the inspiration to, like, copy me and do his own thing, and I thought that was shitty, so I'm being petty right now is basically what I'm doing. Kiss Kiss were one of those bands that I could have swore I hated until I started checking out their other songs that weren't Rock and Roll All Night. After delving into the Kiss lore, I find this band infinitely fascinating. From the band's legendary infighting, to the lineup changes, to Paul and Gene's love of money, there's no end to the drama when it comes to this band. One thing that is not up for debate, however, is lead singer Paul Stanley's vocals over the past 5 or 6 years. They've really started to go to shit. The band is officially retired now, I think, but the past few years, when they were doing their farewell tour, it was heavily rumored that the band was using copious amounts of backing tracks to aid Paul in his singing. The band denies this, of course, but this is also the same band that released a live record in 1975 and touched it up in the studio, adding more crowd noise and doctoring the instruments to sound better. Kiss are definitely not opposed to some fakery, just as long as they're able to put on the best show possible. Of course, this pisses off some of the purists, but the average Kiss fan honestly doesn't give a shit. Okay, so this list truly was in no particular order, but with that being said, Vince Neil had to take the #1 position. This guy's awful singing and even worse diction has made him into a living meme that has given the internet years of joy. As you saw a few seconds ago, Vince Neil's misheard lyric videos are things of legend. When I was making this video, I had to try to source a clip of Vince Neil singing good, like when Motley Crue were in their prime. And every video I found, he still kind of sucked. I even listened to the isolated audio of just his voice to attempt to see what anyone ever saw in this guy as a vocalist, and my conclusion is Vince Neil was never a good singer. Yes, sure, that's subjective, and he might have sounded okay on the records, but even then, all of the parts that people like about Motley Crue songs are the parts that have all the layered vocals on it, and at that point, it could be anyone singing because it just sounds like a bunch of voices. One term commonly used to describe this technique is called gang vocals. It's when you overlay multiple people singing the same thing again and again and again until you end up with this massive sounding wall of voices. When you do this, individual vocal tones get buried and you're left with the totality of just a bunch of voices. That's why We Are the World wasn't the best thing your ears had ever heard, because, I mean, sure, look at that room full of talented singers, but once they all started singing together, you lose those individual vocal timbres. This gang vocal layering was a very popular technique in 80s hard rock, and it gave Vince a nice shield to hide his shitty vocals behind. I guess it also doesn't help that I never liked this band. I hate hair metal with a passion. They were all just copying each other, who were ultimately copying Van Halen. I'm so glad Nirvana came through in 1991 and eradicated them all in one fell swoop. Vince Neil was my first choice because he represents just how much of a joke this music is when it's taken out of the context of the 1980s. It's just silly fucking music that really only rings true for people who were there, that lived through it. For the rest of us, I think we're just grateful that genre hasn't ever been resurrected, really. But anyway, that's my... Okay, so that was my video. So then somebody alerts me to this other dude who did a video so fucking similar. And I watched it and I was like, oh, wow, that's, yeah, he lifted a lot of my fucking clips.
Bjork famously said that singing was like a celebration of oxygen. Unfortunately for many of the voices on this list, they've become more like a strangulated gasp. There's no doubt that being a singer is a tough old gig. You're centre stage, centre of attention. You're kind of a conduit for the audience's expectations, and whether they enjoy the show or not could very well rest on your shoulders. And vocal cords are tricky and temperamental buggers that can often let you down due to wear and tear, and they often deteriorate with age, which is the case with many on this list. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, please do click like, subscribe and check that notification bell so in the words of Steven Tyler, you don't miss a thing. And check some of the links below this channel.
So you don't miss a thing in the words of Steven Tyler? Jesus Christ. Fucking corny.
For ways you can support the sterling work done that classic album review. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? Number 10 is Paul McCartney. There's no doubt that McCartney had one of the greatest voices in rock as far as I'm concerned. Life is what's happened to those wonderful chords of his. Deterioration due to age, all that screaming, and maybe the copious amount.
Why is this like somewhat an ASMR channel? I mean, I'm not getting those effects, but like I feel like he's like gunning for that.
For the old cosmic broccoli.
Oh, we should watch a fucking Review Tech ASMR video after this. I'm just twisted enough to make you succumb to that.
Taking their toll. Although this doesn't diminish this man's outstanding legacy. Consider the vocals on Oh Darling or the vocal histrionics on Ram, for example. But these days it has to be said that his voice has been reduced to a kind of a pained squawk. One of my favourite songs by McCartney is Maybe I'm Amazed. Check out the comparison between these two performances.
So this is not an example. Like he did pick his own comparisons here and there. There's a lot of shit he got from me though.
I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time. Baby, I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time.
I like how you're picking on someone who's been doing this for like 60 years. It's like, yeah, no shit. I don't know. Maybe I did the same thing in my video with Elton John. I don't know.
Maybe I'm afraid of the way
Whatever.
Bob, move away from that shouty style he had in the mid-70s. I think the damage was done. His vocal cords were just absolutely ravaged. And of course, since then, he's, as I said, he just kind of recites the lyrics over musical backing.
Hey, mister.
Oh, no, he's doing Dylan. Yeah, I didn't do Dylan in my video. Who is that? Oh, is that Axl Rose? Okay, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, his voice sucked too, but I didn't want to talk about Guns N' Roses. I think. Okay, let's see what we got here.
With age and lifestyle, not to mention that the guy's doubled his weight. He really struggles vocally.
He's talking about Vince Neil. I don't.
Days, certainly his weight.
Maybe this guy didn't copy anything from my video. Maybe I'm just like having some kind of weird. What do you call it? Mandela effect.
Age and health. It seems to be what's affecting his vocal performances these days.
Okay, so we sourced that clip from the same concert, but that's not the same exact clip. All right, let me find the prime agitator here. Okay, yeah, here's the Elton John one, which he like ripped right off from my video.
But due to age and substance abuse, it's lost a lot of that timbre, a lot of that nuanced, mellifluous quality that he once had.
Yeah, this is directly ripped from my video. I used this same exact concert at the same exact point, and then it transitions to like how he sounds now, and I believe he even kept the font at the bottom.
0 hour, 9 a.m.
She packed my bags last night.
Yeah, that's my exact edit right there.
Free fly, 0 hour, 9 a.m.
He threw some little glitchy effects over it, but yeah, that was...
Not to mention he had to have benign polyps removed from his vocal cords around about...
I mentioned that as well.
2007, and since then his voice has lowered considerably.
I'm gonna be high
That's again from my edit.
as a kite bird.
And I'm gonna be high as a kite.
Yeah, he found my video and then he took that chunk out, and then whoever his editor is just rearranged it a little bit, or maybe he rearranged it or whatever.
Then we get to that bit where his voice, like Rocket Man, should soar, but unfortunately he seems to struggle to get off the ground. Number 5 is Bon Jovi, John Bon Jovi. This guy...
I think this might be another one that he took from me.
His vocal issues are well documented. He's recently undergoing some vocal surgery to help him...
If he does Dead or Alive, I think that would definitely be a dead giveaway.
Address this deterioration or this difficulty he's had in singing. Not to mention his reputation is somewhat tarnished with his dalliance with tapes and lip syncing. Whether or not he'll be able to return to singing like he used to is a matter of debate, of course, but we can only just keep our fingers crossed for him. But nevertheless, the deterioration in his voice is absolutely alarming. Check out these two performances, the latter being absolutely painful for him and his audience, I suspect.
Oh, look, he's doing Dead or Alive. It's a slightly different. Oh, so okay, this is my clip right here.
Number 4 is Phil Collins.
Oh, now we're doing Phil Collins. I wonder if he does Mama. We'll see.
This man had a beautiful, soulful voice in his prime and would often push his vocal range, I think.
No, I
which
don't
would
like
very
crapcore.
much elevate those Genesis numbers, I think, as well as a stunning solo career. I read somewhere that Phil Collins would often have cortisone injections to help his voice.
Oh, you read that somewhere? Or maybe you watched my fucking video where I say that exact thing.
And he did this quite frequently. Unfortunately, one of the side effects of these injections is it makes the bones more brittle. Which seems to be very
Oh,
much
it makes the bones more brittle? Like the very thing I said in my video about making your bones more brittle, but you just reworded it? Okay.
behind his poor health in later years and his diminishing vocal prowess.
Oh, look, he's using the same... This isn't the same clip, but he's using the same song. Mama. Yeah, he's taking this. He's using slightly different clips. He's using the same exact example because this was like. This was my favorite Genesis song. This is not like the most popular Genesis song in the world, but like this is my favorite Genesis. That's why I picked it. And oh, look what he's picking. Same thing.
Number 3 is Paul Stanley.
Oh, Paul Stanley. Oh, this is the one where he uses my exact font. He hasn't even like bothered to like use a clean clip where my I think it says like 2018 in the bottom. He doesn't even bother like using a clean clip that doesn't have my like font in there that I put in post-production.
The deterioration in Stanley's voice is due to age and years of wear and tear of
Yeah, mate.
belting
Yeah, tell me more about it, mate. What else did you steal from a Yank, mate?
out like some sort of rock and roll evangelist. He said that if you want to hear me singing live like I used to, go and listen to Kiss Alive. Ironically, perhaps not the best example, as it's not really that much of a live album. Nevertheless, the vocal decline here is absolutely alarming.
Same exact video clip I used in my video. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, that's my font. Hey, look, there's my font there. Paul Stanley, Kiss 2018. The little fucking bell end didn't even find the clean clip of that where he could use the same exact thing and not have my like very specific like font that I use in my editing program.
Number 2 is Geddy Lee from Rush.
Oh, Geddy Lee, another guy I did in my in my videos. Like, wow, damn, we're arriving on the same picks here. I wonder if you're going to use the same video clip on this one too.
Now, his trademark shriek very much endeared him to a whole army of fans in the 70s, also alienating a lot of people as well. But I liked his voice. His voice had an otherworldly quality that very much suited to the mythological and philosophical themes of Neil Peart. However, over the last few years, and certainly
At least he pronounced the drummer's last name correctly.
the last few tours, people have noted a significant vocal decline. And this degradation has meant when he has sung that early material, it sounds forced, lacks nuance, sounds a bit desperate in some respects. As he
I wonder if he uses Tom Sawyer as his example and uses my clips.
reaches for notes, just are no longer there.
Oh no, he used his own clips for this one. Okay. So the first clip he used, this is my clip. We just watched that video. I used this clip in my video. And I use this as this exact timestamp. I'm not saying you can't source clips off YouTube, but he uses the same exact timestamp of said clip. Like, yeah, he lifted like half this video.
Number 1 is Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull are one of my favourite bands of all time.
Yeah, I've heard Ian Anderson's voice has gone to crap. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about Jethro Tull. But yeah, that guy took from my shit a good bit. I mean, when you have the fucking font that I like overlaid after the fact, it's like, bruh, I don't know. Like I could have like done one of those like filed a complaint or whatever the fuck you call it on YouTube, but I didn't feel like, it's like I've lifted so much, like I changed it around. I don't make it as blatant, but like as a YouTuber, you're constantly sourcing clips from somebody else. I've sourced so many clips from Rex Viper, like live footage other people have taken and all that. So I just kind of felt like, it'd be a little bit hypocritical if I, but I just find it a little funny, honestly, that he copied a lot of my video and didn't feel a need to attribute me or anything. Whatever, I don't care that much. That's why I've never talked about it until now, because it really does not bother me all that much. All right, where's Rich from Review Tech's ASMR channel? Let's get freaky. Really? He doesn't have it on his... Oh, maybe he's got it in his links here. Ah, here it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, he almost has 2,000 subscribers on his ASMR channel that he's trying to do. Let's see how long we can, like, tolerate this. The worst iPad Air / iPhone 17 Pro Max unboxing. Oh my god. 50 minutes? Yeah, we won't be watching all that. But we'll watch a little bit of it. This is a variety show now. What do you want from me?
Oh, mate, I can't believe this guy did this. A man with a once youthful shriek has now been reduced to a pile of bollocks. Like,
why are you whispering? Like, is your wife like, I told you, if you make another one of them stupid YouTube videos, I'm gonna divorce you.
So he's like, alright guys, I'm still here making videos for you, and I wanted to rip off a yank a little bit here to help with my video of people's voices who went to crap. And we're starting with number 1. By the way, I have 123,000 subscribers, and he's only got 15. And whatever. I will build my brand off the backs of smaller YouTubers who put in more work and more originality. But that's okay. That's fine, mate. That's fine. That's alright. You guys have a history of kind of colonizing everywhere. Everywhere your fucking uncircumcised dick can fit, you're gonna put in there with your knob. All right, yeah, I can't do that little whispery thing. I don't know what's up with that. Speaking of whispery things, let's torture the chat and watch some Review Tech USA ASMR. Where it at? There it is. All right. Oh no, that's the Justin Silverman saying the N-word. No, we don't want to see that one again. The racism makes me cry. Man, this has been a really, really, really random fucking stream. Alright, guys. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to make it through this, but Review Tech USA, maybe you know of him. Yeah, he started a new channel called Rich Tomorrow, which is literally, it's the same fucking channel. He does the same content, but he has way less subscribers, mate. But he has a side channel where he's just really trying to make this ASMR thing work. Oh no, man. Tell me the first hard nipple that starts, the goosebumps, from ASMR. Tell me if it does anything for you.
That is a picture of a man. Please thank Bob Lavari for making this ASMR video possible. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Thank you, Bob.
It's so fucking weird, dude. I kind of like it, but it's like weird.
Bob. man. Excuse me as I remove pubes from my table. Hello, everybody, and welcome to whatever the hell this is. This is going to be the worst Apple unboxing you have ever seen on YouTube. So, for a very long time, I had the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Actually, technically, as of now,
Why? He's trying to do an ASMR video. I guess hey man, Rich is a trailblazer. He's doing a whole new thing, comedy ASMR, I guess. I don't know.
Still have it. And it was great. It was the best iPhone I've ever owned. Now I'm iPhone and
Anyone got the goosebumps yet?
Android agnostic. I love things about Android. I have a Galaxy S25 Ultra. I love things about iOS. Hence why I had an iPhone 15.
All right, let me skip ahead here. This is boring the fuck out of me. Get to the fucking...
Okay, I kind of need this. I have an iPad mini as well. So, I think we'll save this for later. This is the new iPad Air. This is has the...
You guys, just fun fact, whispering is actually very bad for your vocals. Let me see why. I've always heard this. Why is whispering bad for your voice? Whispering is bad for your voice because it can strain the vocal cords by forcing them into an incorrect position. Similar to shouting, it leads to a drier vocal cord surface due to increased airflow through the vocal folds. When you whisper, your vocal cords are held more tightly and don't vibrate, which can cause them to rub against each other and become irritated. This can lead to vocal fatigue and damage, especially if you're already suffering from vocal issues like laryngitis or hoarseness. So there you go.
The M3 processor in there. Yeah, 11-inch M3 processor, 128 gigabytes, Wi-Fi, cellular. So, cool. Good stuff. I don't know if there's anything I need to blur out there, but...
Whatever, dude. I don't care about iPads. I kind of want to know about the phone a little bit, but not from this. But we'll just see what he says, I guess. I'm nearing the end of this stream, so that's basically what's happening right now.
That even after a few hours of like using the MagSafe charger, that this is getting scratched up. So literally, after I show you around it, gonna put it in a case, probably right on camera.
This fucking idiot doesn't even know how to whisper right. You'd be like, hey, this is the new iPhone 17, and we're gonna be looking at the features of it, and I hope you guys stick around and we can check out the features together. I think this is gonna be a really cool iPhone. I don't know. Maybe I'm gay, maybe I'm not. I probably am. You don't put any bass in your voice, you stupid motherfucker. If you're doing fucking ASMR, you don't fucking put voice in your fucking vocals. Are you that fucking stupid, Rich? After all this shit you done fucked up. You had like 1 million fucking viewers, and you fucked it up and you deleted it because you're fucking chatbotting shit. Sorry. That's not how you do ASMR. It's supposed to be calm and like, you're supposed to do gay shit like rub the screen of this thing. Does this really... What? Stupid. It's stupid. You whisper as a tactic of avoiding people hearing what you're saying. You don't do it for some weird space boner.
So there is that. So the interesting thing is that with this generation of iPhone, almost called it an iPad, all 3 of the cameras are 48 megapixels.
Sounds like a fat guy's whispering in my ear, dude. Or not whispering in my ear. It sounds like a fat guy's in the bed next to me and he's like talking to me about an iPhone and I'm trying to go to sleep. And that's the channel. That's the concept. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. And it's like slow paced too. Like, it's not even like interesting. Like, okay, I want ASMR, but I also want to like learn about the new iPhone. What's the audience for this fucking genre? Like, it's so stupid.
Now. And it has up to 8 times.
God, this might warrant its own fucking video on my channel. Like, I'm getting so annoyed by this. I don't know. I already did a video about dickers recently, but this is so fucking stupid.
Times optical like zoom. It's not actually physically 8 times optical zoom. It's.
I honestly feel like this dude's sitting on the pot, as we'd call it. He's sitting on the pot, having a go at the loo, to reference the British guy who stole shit from me, who has a much bigger channel, Punching Down. Yeah, it sounds like he's taking a shit right now, and he's like whispering some shit to me. I can almost smell the stink fumes from his nerd turds.
I guess whatever they're doing with the processor in here and image processing, the image looks really good if you click the 8x zoom button.
Why do his hands still look like the hand, aside from like the weird like tapering as his hand gets ever fatter around the wrist area? But if we're talking wrist to hand, those are the hands of a 15-year-old boy, perhaps girl. I could go as far as to say girl as well. He has very youthful hands, and that's it. I don't know what that's about.
So that's nice. The video quality on here, from what I've seen so far, is awesome. And so yeah, you have nice sensors all around on the back now. Again, the issue with the scratching, it's really crappy and unacceptable, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Here is the cord that it came with. It's a USB-C cord. And that's all you need to know. Oh well, a YouTube notification, very exciting. Swipe that away. Face ID, there you go. So here is the screen.
I just have to see the comment section of this video. Like, who is saying anything positive about this? Let's see. What are the comments here? He's got 40. Okay, this video was uploaded 2 weeks ago. It's got 1,400 views, which, for my channel standards, that would be considered a bomb. Like, that video bombed heavily. He's got 46 comments. We'll just go by newest first. This video is awesome. Your ASMR gets better every video. Never stop making these. See, this is the problem. You get fans at some point, and they just are cool with everything you do and are supportive. And sometimes they shouldn't be. Sometimes there's a reason why bullying is good. This would be one of those cases, but it is what it is. I'm surprised this man doesn't go through more controllers. It sounds like he's playing with his Okay, that's a sentence fragment that doesn't make sense. Delete those comments, dickers. Okay, so I'm assuming he's deleting negative comments, because I'm sure a lot of people are shitting on this concept. Proud kids you must have. Jesus Christ, what a man-child you are. Okay, well, that's the top comment. Rich shaves downstairs confirmed. Okay, yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, man. The king has returned. Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck? He deleted a 1 million sub YouTube channel to do this. That one's got a good bit of upvotes. Josh arrived. Did I miss Erin foot fetish episode? I did not play that one tonight. I was mainly trying to look at Bimmy's video game, and then Erin was boring me, so then I went on a weird Sopranos tangent, which turned into like watching my band, which then turned into like watching my video of some other British guy ripping off my video, and now we're watching Rich ASMR. I think it's pretty safe to say that DWG is cooked. The stream's cooked. I am cooked. I'm done, son. I think you got the right. Hey, by the way, no one's gonna stick around to the end except for the people who are already here when you watch the VOD if it doesn't get struck down by copyright like my other one. I apologize for the period that I was having earlier when I first started the video. I was a little bitchy, a little cunty. I was feeling rough from I drank so much beer yesterday, and the hangover was pretty intense. And I took it out on the chat, and I apologize for that. I shouldn't have done that. That was I should have either not streamed or come in drunker, so I wasn't so spiky and irritable. But I did come in spiky and irritable, and I was kind of being a little cunty. And I apologize for that. But yeah, I think I've put in my time, and I think that's the end here. There's nothing else for me to watch. I think we're done. All right, bye.